All right, we're good. Okay, so why don't we begin while we're waiting for Crag? Why don't we have one volunteer, if not I will volunteer someone, to regale us with what happened last time.
Someone with a better memory than I.
Sewer? I hardly know her.
It's true, yeah. Good job.
Was it
My
a
recollection
lifted?
is as follows. We were directed down into the sewers by Raynar Never Ember to find what's his butt? Fill me in with the name.
Floon
Floon,
Blangmar.
right, Floon. The Pokemon. And we fought some goblins, we snuck around, we fought some more goblins, we fought a Duragar and some friends, and then there was an Illithid.
There was an Illithid, yeah.
And we didn't fight the Illithid.
Someone tried.
Most of us.
If I remember correctly, someone really tried real hard.
Someone tried real hard to send a message to that Illithid.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And that message is that top worlders are fragile.
Very, very, very fragile.
But we're all alive, and we rescued Floon, and we kicked the asses of the bad guy. What was the boss's name? Or the underboss's name?
I don't think you ever got his name. He was like an orcish wizard.
Orc the
You never asked him his name.
We don't care.
He's
dead now.
14 magic.
Oh, woof.
Whoa.
Oh, woof. Casey, do level to 1, please. For that. That feels like an appropriate punishment, because hot damn. We've barely even started. Okay. Yeah, that happened. And then what else?
And then we got out of the sewers.
You did.
And then we got a house.
No, we didn't just get a house. That rat bastard tried not to pay us.
That's true. That's very true.
But
we got paid in house.
You did get paid in house.
How much is house worth? Said Crag.
A lot of money.
Need money. Save family.
Yeah, I mean, house worth money. True. But I believe we ended with you guys going to inspect your ill-gotten house.
Ill-gotten?
Ill-gotten?
I mean,
suddenly this deed looks a little sketchy.
Fairly given.
It was fairly given. You did kill some people to get it, though. I think that qualifies as ill-gotten.
Yeah, but we didn't kill the owners of the house. Did we?
I mean, no, you didn't. Yes, despite some of your attempts at killing the owner of the house, you did not, in fact, kill Volo. So, no, you did not kill the owner of the house. I'm just saying things got by murder feel kind of ill-gotten to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I don't even have words for you, sir.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so that is where we are beginning with you guys heading to check out your new crib, as the kids say. Kids still say that, right?
Kids don't say that anymore.
Yeah, they definitely do. They're watching that show on MTV. They go to the different people's houses and stuff. Remember that?
Cribs hasn't aired in like 7 years.
Yeah, Cribs. Yeah, you remember that? Kids still watch that, I think. Kids also definitely still watch MTV. For sure. Okay.
Music.
Yeah, for the music videos. All the music videos. That's kids' favorite part of MTV. Okay, so we are here.
Oh my god, I am mistaken. Cribs is still on the air.
Fucking told you, kids still love that shit. They love it.
I am embarrassed, and I would like to apologize to all of you.
They go on there and they check out the owner of Fortnite's house, right? That's what kids do? Or the guy who invented the fidget spinner? Right? That's what teens like. So, we are here. You guys are leaving the Yawning Portal, heading to Trollskull Alley, which is all the way up here in the North Ward, which is sort of like a middle-class area of Waterdeep. Lots of artisans, successful but not crazy successful merchants, people like that. And that is where you are heading to.
sounds dubious.
Well, look, I mean, that's just because you feel like trolls are, monsters and stuff. But
And skulls.
and skulls, I mean, sure. Skull Alley sounds threatening, I'll be honest, but maybe it's a nice place. Let's go find out. So, you guys set off. Is there anything you'd like to do on your way there? Anything special? You want to pick up some dubious tubes of meat from a street vendor or anything like that?
I'm all set.
Okay. You're set on street meat. Alrighty. So, you guys set off down the main drag here, past the market, up into Northward, take a hard right, and actually you can't even get in from you have to go down this way. And enter Trollskull Alley. So
Did you seriously you can't get there from here, us?
Yeah, you can't get you can't get there from here. There's no way in. You got to go around.
So it's this whole square of.
It's this little chunk right here. This block or 2 blocks, whatever. That is Trollskull Alley, and I'm going to shift us to a different map that hopefully you guys should be able to see on. Excuse me. Okay, and here we are. This is what Trollskull Alley looks like.
I see a black
Very dark
cube.
Entirely black.
Oh, well, that's because it exists in the astral plane, so it's hard to see. No, there's dynamic lighting on for some reason, even though this is not a battle map. So we're just going to turn that bad boy off. How's it looking now?
Still black.
Still black.
Shouldn't be.
Still no idea.
We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna go here. How's it look now?
Hey!
It turns out you just leave and come back, and then it fixes itself. Who could have seen that coming? So, little areas here. So, as you approach Trollskull Alley, the first thing you are greeted by is
According to this map, we could get there from there.
You liar!
well, the first thing you are greeted by is a large home right here that looks like this. Definitely not ominous or creepy. That is the home at the corner right here. Also, your new home.
What? Which one to here?
Yep, this one right here at the corner.
Yay! He's at the
This
home.
is Trollskull Manor. 4 stories tall and boasting balconies, a turret, and 5 chimneys. This building, you can see looking around, is one of the grandest buildings in all of Trollskull Alley. It looks like at one point it probably served as something of a tavern, but it has been boarded up and has clearly sat abandoned for quite some time.
These are separate houses here that
Yeah.
are just mashed up on it? Okay.
Yeah, those are separate houses that are just mashed up on it. Correct. It's Crag.
Le gasp!
Apparently, we've offended him in some way, unfortunately.
Well, we know Crag. Crag's feelings get hurt.
They do. No, I guess Crag is dead, and we will have to forge on without him. So
as soon as Pudge gets within sight of the house and it's indicated that that's the right one, he takes off like a shot, leaps up, and then scrabbles up the side to get up on the roof, leaving behind like huge paw prints in multicolors and a smear of clay paint as he gets to the roof.
Okay. It's a little bit of a climb. It is 4 stories tall, so you're actually quite high. Yeah, you can do that. Although I suppose it's 4 stories. Just hanging out up there, looking around, seeing what you can see.
Yeah, just hanging out, seeing what I can see.
Cool. You can see that there's quite a few other shops in Trollskull Alley. You see there's definitely a blacksmith shop. You can see someone has like some sort of rooftop garden thing, like a greenhouse. That seems to be probably a shop, maybe an herbalist, you would guess. There's a gentleman with a large woodworking shed out back. And quite a few others, but those are the ones that are most easily visible from the roof. Crag is silent, but casts Goodberry because he's hungry, apparently. So do the rest of you go inside? Do you want to look around the alley a little bit? What would you like to do?
Devin wants to point to the top of the wizard tower looking part of the house, and so dibs.
I'm going to look for a nice spot for a mud bath. Would anyone like to join me? I really need to relax for a while. It's a
Piggy, I
really
think
good
this
way
house-
to do that.
I think this house in this format, right now, the way it is perfect for you. Also, fuck that asshole. This needs way more than renovations.
Well, I'm sure we can put in a bit of legwork, put in a little elbow grease, as it were. We'll make it home.
Sounds like a short joke.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Who's shorter?
I'm shorter.
Well, it's not a contest. I was just saying, I thought you were making a funny. Sorry.
I never joke about that sort of thing. Well, maybe once or twice. Anyway, I'm going inside. Who's coming with?
Looks like a lot of them windows there are boarded up. I mean, is there a door that's not, covered in wooden planks that are nailed to it? Is there a door here, DM, sir?
Yes, there is. And one of the things you would have been given would have been a key. So, you use the large wrought iron key to open the front door and find yourselves... Turn this off beforehand. In here. So I'm actually gonna drag out some tokens for this one. You guys are physically here.
I love how there are actual water stains on this.
And there you go.
Door here?
That is like a front porch. This is the front door. At least the door you came in. This is a first floor. You guys would be able to tell that directly from in here, there is no way to go up. This is, because this was a tavern and a place of business, the first floor is segregated from the rest of the house. So there is, after a little bit of searching around, you can tell a hatch to the basement here. But to go upstairs, you need to go out to these stairs here that lead up to the second floor. But the first floor is was probably the Taverns Tap Room. It's filled with broken furniture, tarnished silverware, casks of wine that have long since turned to vinegar, and other worthless detritus. There are cobwebs.
There's cobwebs?
and
Oh,
dust
cobwebs. I love cobwebs.
everywhere.
Pudge tisks at the people who called it worthless. He's like, they're not worthless. They did firewood. And then he starts smashing stuff and putting it in to start a fire.
Well, do we have a hearth anywhere?
But there's a fireplace right here, and there's a fireplace in there. Can you see the fireplace?
Oh,
I think that's the fireplace. If it's not a fireplace, Pudge is terribly mistaken.
There is a fireplace. Yeah, right here and right here.
I think I need to let my eyes adjust to the darkness.
This is like a cooking fireplace, and then this is like a hearth to provide heat and ambiance to the tap room itself.
Yeah, it is fine. Crash, crash.
Right, well, I'm going to explore upstairs. Who's coming with?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look around.
Yeah, I'll explore upstairs. You and he points at his now conjured unseen servant. You start cleaning up some of them there broken bottles and start sweeping some stuff up. Okay, you have a fun time now. Okay.
All right, it nods at you, but you can't see it.
What?
Because it's unseen. Otherwise, it would be a seen servant, and that's just a person. So you guys go upstairs? Is that the plan?
Yes, we go upstairs.
Excellent.
Piggy's just kind of like tilting her head a bit at Babs until she starts seeing things start happening. Like, oh, all right then.
Is it safe to assume that this is the second floor?
Yeah, here, I'm actually gonna... See, this is another one of the things where, like, all the map labels are hidden. I'm gonna start showing some map labels for you guys, so you can get an idea of what it seems like. Now, keep in mind, some of these rooms have labels. You don't need to use them for that, but that's what they clearly were before you guys got here. You can use them for whatever you want.
I think that this would be a better third floor than a first floor.
I didn't mean that way. You can't... it can't cause some weird Cthulhu-esque geography shit or geometry shit, but you can do that. You can reuse these rooms in whatever way you would like.
Ooh, dibs. Dibs.
Dibs on what?
Dibs? Unless that's the one you dibsed.
No, I wanted dibs.
Okay,
Perhaps.
that sounds good. I want the one by the library.
It's worth noting, none of these rooms have any furniture in them. They are all empty, except for the occasional dead rat or spider.
When you guys come back down, the word Pudge is written improperly across the tap room floor and the pantry and the kitchen.
Hey, Pudge. While you're down there, you're sort of sitting there trying to write Pudge on the ground.
I have a big brush. It's not hard.
You have a big brush. You sort of you finish and you set your brush down to look at your handiwork, sort of put your hands on your hips and go, yeah, I did a good job. And you look over and you notice your brush has fallen over, and written on the ground next to where you set it is "Last Call!" exclamation.
That seems unlikely at this time of day. And he goes over and picks up his brush, and he stands it back up, and he reassumes his hands on his hip stance.
He's like, I still feel very satisfied with myself.
I wrote more than I thought I did. It's like bonus, it's like bonus points.
I love how there's one privy in this whole building, and it's on the third floor.
No, there's two. There's multiple ones.
Well, they're private ones, but like just the.
There's two privies, but they're only on the third floor.
Yes, there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, it makes sense that they're by the library.
Yeah, the lesser classes have to come upstairs.
So Pudge is just keeping on breaking stuff, putting it in the fireplace.
Okay. So you guys have scouted around, laid dibs on rooms. Your unseen servant is cleaning away.
Probably cleaning at the first Pudge that was drawn.
It's like he's writing it, and there's like a Roomba following behind him, just sucking all the ink up.
Piggy will eventually go downstairs and sort of wander around outside to find like a 5-foot square of dirt to just mud
Sure. You can find that. Second. Sure. The best place would probably be behind your sort of building. There's like some dirt patches in between the houses in the alley behind, so you could find some dirt there and turn it into mud.
Yeah.
Just go to town.
Let's go relax.
So I have an important question. If I were to say pry open this hatch to the basement and look down,
Sure.
Is it a finished basement?
Casey, I'm gonna give you three guesses. The first two don't count as to whether or not this is a finished basement.
So then you hear from way down the basement. You hear,
Piggy! You can make the mud down here!
Oh no. Where's the Pudge? Where did he go?
The basement is it's got some like big casks of what were probably once wine in it, but not much else.
but the floor is dirt, right?
Down here, yes, the floor would be dirt.
Piggy! Indoor mud bath!
If he does that before, like, she gets outside, she'll peek her head down the hole. Are you all right down there?
I don't know!
I don't know. He doesn't know. It's a very honest answer. So you're going to follow Crag down there, or not Crag, Pudge down there, or are you going to
Yeah,
just
she'll
ignore him?
because she'll go because he called her. She'll go
Okay.
squeeze herself down there. Like how tall are the ceilings in this basement?
In the basement, they're decently sized. They're 8 feet tall. It's a decent size space.
She's 8'2". So
Okay, so you scrape your head
she's
on
got a
that.
bit of a hunch going on. What have you found?
Look, dirt.
Oh, lovely.
Indoor dirt.
She will poke around. There was just the old casks, etc. You were saying?
Yeah, it's just old cast. There's not much else down there. It's pretty empty.
Any that look broken are getting thrown upstairs to be used for firewood.
Yeah, the majority have busted with age. There are still a few, but you don't want to drink what's inside of them.
No.
But they are still together at the very least.
They're like not properly, not proper casks where, like, you know, like how some wine is like 100 years old or something, and it's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, this was not like, it was cheap wine. It's not like we're not getting like super good stuff here. So they did not intend the barrels to last hundreds of years.
While that chicanery is going on downstairs, is this den area? Is this like a balcony, and then like shitloads of windows?
Yeah, it's exactly what that is.
That is awesome.
There's a balcony here. This is the door. This is another door. This is another door, and then all of that is windows. And there's a fireplace.
I'm gonna go dibsies on this den right here. I don't want to deny balcony access to half of it, so I'll just block this door here. Go ahead and make this a not door.
The one you're next to?
Yeah.
That's the only way for people for the people in this bedroom to get out.
That is really unfortunate.
Yeah, see, they had to come down here and then through the den and over here.
It's okay. We'll get you some nice curtains. You'll just put up a little divider there, and it'll be like they're not walking right through your bedroom.
I mean, if you took this bedroom, you could also lay claim to the den if you wanted to. It's just that if anyone lays claim to this bedroom, they need to go take a pee in the middle of the night. They have to walk through your bedroom.
What's this little doohickey over here
That's a fireplace.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go on both sides of the wall?
Yeah, that's how old style fireplaces were. It was a hole in the wall with the chimney that went up. Yeah,
So there's a hole in our bathroom
correct. Yeah.
for fire purposes?
Ooh, yeah, Crag, you got a swanky ass. Fucking, you got a fireplace right in your bath too.
Oh my god, heated baths.
Yeah. You know, I'm kind of missing. You know, I'm so glad that Crag decided to come around and, you know, let us keep this place. It's such a nice house. It's so nice that he didn't want to speak up and, you know, go ahead and sell it like he was thinking about. Oh, hey there, Crag.
Crag will make sure notary signs on deed and sell portion.
Well, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and spell notary for me first, because I don't quite understand what you're looking for.
No T-re.
All right, I'll get right on that, looking for a no TD.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Sure.
Does the 4th floor superimpose onto the 3rd floor like this?
What is like? Oh, like that?
Because I think
yeah,
so.
Yep.
Okay, good.
That seems unnecessarily menacing for...
No, I just want to figure out where my windows are in regards to the rest of the house.
Yeah, that's one of those were like
Because Devin took the top floor because he wants to get in and out of the house without going in through the door.
Yeah, those pesky fucking doors.
Now what kind of fucking loser uses the door?
Hey, rogues get a rogue, motherfuckers. I got attic access.
But it's
I
your
got
house.
lines.
Throwing a rope down past the window. Oh, what a beautiful day. Rope.
Goddamn right I am. Not this one though. Probably in the attic storage. I'll figure it out.
We could make flagpole for you.
But how would I get back up that? I can climb a
Climb
rope.
pole.
Can't climb a pole. Not super well.
Sure can.
They're slippery.
Climb pole easy.
But what if it gets cold, Crag? I don't want my hands freezing.
Wear glove.
Got you there. Boom.
Craig, did you just write for Craig on your door?
And bathroom.
That seems okay. Now you're just defacing okay.
Okay, so you guys had a little bit of time to look around. Is there we're gonna have a little bit of downtime at this point. Probably like a 10-day or so. Things are going to happen during that time, but is there anything people would like to do?
Buy a
Goals
bed.
accomplish. Lie in bed. You can do that. That's an acceptable.
No, buy a bed.
Oh, buy
Furnish-
a bed.
Furnish my room.
Do that.
So the deed would need to be signed over to us. Is that correct?
The deed would need to be signed over. That is correct. Yes. You
And
would.
during these proceedings, would all of our names be signed on this deed?
Correct.
Okay. I would like to, during this downtime, try to sell my portion of the house
To who?
Well,
to anyone.
all right. Well, if you're gonna sell your part of the house, then I'm gonna, and Babs will spit into his hand and start trying to scrape off the 4 Crag off of the doorways. That's just
Mine
not very
until
nice.
sold. Mine until sold.
Well, I mean, you can do that, but that means
Thank you.
anyone could buy the house.
No, just my portion.
Right. But anyone could buy a portion of the house.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
gonna let all sorts of riffraff in here, Craig.
Craig need money. Craig agreed not to sell whole house. Craig sell Craig part house.
Yeah.
No one won't give Craig money. Craig get money.
That puts us all at risk there, Craig. I mean, any kind of evil person could come in here and buy up your room there. And then we're all at risk. That's not nice. You want money that bad? Let's go get another job.
5 verse 1. Seem easy. Crag believe in strength of you. So, could Crag get offers?
Oh, Crag.
Downtime?
Maybe we should look to improve a little bit before we tender a part of the house off.
You would stand to make a bit more money on your portion.
I'd listen to Devin there. He's pretty good with the monies.
Crag good like this.
But doesn't Crag want to be triple good or double good or quadruple good?
Crag want to be good now. Not wait good. Today good better than tomorrow good.
You know, I think I had a story about like hot dogs and how you can have one hot dog today or like lots of hot dogs for the rest of your life. Honestly, I just don't remember it. Too many things.
So yes, can I get offers?
So okay,
On the
we're gonna step back a little bit here. Crag's trying really hard to not be part of this adventure anymore right now.
Why? I could be part of the adventure. I just,
But don't you want to get money to leave Waterdeep to go save your family?
Yeah.
Right, but the
Absolutely.
adventure happens in Waterdeep.
Yes. Doesn't mean I can't be part of the adventure. I'm just securing my future. Crag can be part of the adventure. Crag's not going to leave right away. Crag wants to go with everyone because these are mostly his friends.
I think I can convince you in character to do this. Crag, friend, are you in a rush? Are you trying to leave right now? Or are you going to take the money and leave immediately?
Crag want all friends to come.
We've got things to take care of here. Stay a while. Let the house earn some money, and then when you sell it, you'll have more money. If you're not leaving right away, there's no sense in selling it right now.
How about this, DM? How long of a period you say downtime?
Mm-hmm.
How long would downtime be?
Probably about a week.
Yeah, I mean, he lives right outside Waterdeep. Is it possible he could sell his portion of the house, get adventurers, go out for like 2 days, and come back? We could just yada yada. Yep, problem solved. Okay, Crag's here, good for good now.
Wait, are you disappearing mysteriously for 2 days and then coming back? Is that what?
It wouldn't be mysteriously. I mean, you guys would know where I am.
Where were you?
Just outside of Waterdeep. And Mount Waterdeep. The hills around them.
I will defer to the DM because it is his world that we are all playing in.
Well, Mount Waterdeep is within the confines of the city of Waterdeep.
Ah, see what I mean? Like the hills right there. So I mean, like the hills right outside the city.
No, I mean it's in the walls. Like this is Mount Waterdeep.
I don't know, Crag. All sorts of nasty things could happen out there to ya. Just, from the luck of the roll, so to speak. Just, from experience. I came from pretty far away, and lots of shit happened out there. I mean, you're a big guy, but I'm just worried for you.
Outside of the walls? It wouldn't make sense
There's
for
plenty of mountains outside of the walls, but...
How about a close one? I don't see why we can't just yada yada this if like the whole thing's taking place in Waterdeep.
Okay, I mean we can do this. I'm going to give you 2 warnings though. One, you're going to get way less money than everyone else if you do this. That's the thing that's going to happen.
Okay.
Just because you're trying to sell your portion of the house as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So you're not going to get as much as they will building
Sure.
it up and then selling it. And I mean, I guess that's it. That'd be the one downside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to spend almost all of it to buy adventurers and adventuring gear to go solve the problem.
Okay. If that is what you would like to do, then please make me a persuasion roll to find buyers who will give you a decent price.
Oh, yeah, this
For a
is
piece of a house.
Because, I mean,
nailed it.
you're killing it.
I couldn't have worked out better.
You find a very nice gentleman who is willing to give you 3,000 gold for your portion of the house and any business that might come out of it.
Sold.
Excellent. And then you can take that 3,000 gold, and that is what Crag is spending his downtime on, is gathering
Yes.
adventurers and heading outside of the city. What would other people like to do?
I want to raid the library. Is there anything good in here? Anything still readable?
Sure. There's dust. There's what seem to be some dead moths.
Those
there's a
aren't
very large
books.
spider, like probably the size of your head.
Any nice, reading chairs or nice hearth or something?
There is what seems to be was probably once a reading chair, but has become so rotten and caved in on itself that now it's a rat nest.
I think you're misunderstanding what exactly I'm looking for here.
Oh, why don't you be more clear? What are you looking for?
Something to read. Anything. Nothing salvageable. It's just all garbage in here and dirt and bugs and rodents.
No, there is nothing in here. The only thing that is attacked in this room.
Everyone like old copies of Volo's books.
No, because Volo never lived here.
Old
or
romance
came here at all.
novels or something. Anything.
He bought the house and they gave it to you guys without ever going to it. The shelves are intact in the library. There's very nice built-in shelves.
Oh, those are
walls.
hard to come by. Okay, well that's something.
But other than that, there's no furniture and there are no books. You guys will have to furnish this whole place. Like there's nothing to sleep on or sit in or anything.
All right. Well, Unseen Servant is now deployed to library and study.
Sure.
duty.
I mean, we could just say that throughout the downtime, you just have it up constantly, just cleaning everything.
Deploy, Unseen Servant. Go.
Deploy.
Right, like a magical Roomba.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what's in Trollskull Alley because I think that will help you get an idea of things to do in your downtime. And plus, I'm sure part of it would be looking around and seeing the things that are around. So, we're going to start with the left. I'm going to bring up the little GM notations because there aren't, for some reason, they didn't put the names in there. I'm going to write them in, but for now, we're going to use these things. So, that is a bookstore known as the Bookworm's Treasure, but it's worm spelled W-Y-R-M. The front of this bookstore is adorned with a charming sign of a gold dragon curled around a treasure hoard of books and scrolls. Inside, you can see the shop is decorated with beautiful hardwood, and the earthy scent of old books permeates the air. The library is 2 floors of this 3-story building, and somehow it seems to contain more shelves than the building should be able to hold.
I am a large,
This shop
semi-muscular man.
here
I can take it.
is a private detective's business. It's rather unremarkable. On the outside, the only distinguishing mark is an orange and black sign featuring cat's eyes. And on the front, over the glass of the door, so the frosted glass of the door, is Vincent Trench, private detective. You guys are here. That's Trollskull Alley. Over here is the Bent Nail. A small wooden sign above the shop's main door is bare except for a large bent nail sticking out of it. The front room displays ornate wooden furniture as well as a selection of bows and crossbows. The wall behind the counter is lined with rows of finely carved wooden canes, quarterstaffs, and shields. Seems to be some sort of carpenter's business. There is, for those of you who would like it, I love that this is marked on the map, there's sewer access there, and you want that. It's right there for you. Here is steam and steel. During daylight hours, smoke and steam billow from the many windows around this indoor forge, where metal weapons, armor, and tools are made. Here is Corellan's Crown. This is an herbalism shop, the third floor of which is an enormous greenhouse. It seems to be owned by an elven woman who seems to spend more of her time in the greenhouse than actually tending the shop. Those are the major stores in Trollskull Alley, the big landmarks. You are free to explore them at your leisure.
Piggy would definitely wander into the herbalist at some point.
Sure. As you walk in, there is a wood elf with long braided hair. She is bent over the counter with an enormous pair of goggles on that seem to telescope out into a very, very sharp point at the end, probably for looking at something very small. And she's got a pair of tweezers. And as you open the door, and there's like a jingly little bell as you open the door, she like starts up and like seems very surprised that someone has entered the shop. She's like, "What? Who's there?" Oh, and she like pushes the goggles up, and she's got like marks around her eyes. Clearly, she's been wearing them for quite some time. She says, "Oh, hi."
Hello. My friends and I are new here. We're right across the way. I thought I would come say hello.
Oh, well, hello. Fala's my name.
They call me Piggy.
Hi, Piggy.
I think Pudge is a step behind Piggy, but he's
Sure.
now entranced by the bell, so he's just reaching up, flicking the little bell, like.
The pupils just dilate.
Well, welcome to my shop, Piggy. You know, I have various herbs and tinctures and potions, anything you can want. Not anything, but a lot of things you can.
That is very helpful.
Well, thank
So
you.
the healing sort.
Oh, absolutely.
My friends and I think we'll be making use of those as time goes on.
Well, I'll be sure to put on a double batch. I mean, to be honest, not a lot of people come in here. So, you know, feel free, just, you know, whenever. I'm up most nights and during the day.
That sounds lonely.
No, it's not lonely. I've got plants. Lots of plants. Tons of plants.
Are you interested in mud baths?
She sort of frowns in thought and says, "Well, I suppose I'd never considered a mud bath before."
I find them very therapeutic. If you would ever like one, let me know and I could set it up rather easily.
She shrugs and says, "Sure, sounds fun."
Pudge, are you alright?
Dude, it's fine. It just goes bring, and he's up there again. Bring.
Hi, Pudge.
Hello. A day.
I've got another bell if you'd like it.
Yes, please.
And she sort of roots around behind the counter and pulls out a little like silver bell and puts it on the table.
He eyes it up. He kind of lifts it up, rings it, hunts around, and he sort of weighs it in one hand and weighs a few silver in the other. And he adds like one more silver than he thinks the bell weighs. Yeah?
She shrugs and says, "Sure."
And he gives her I got 4 silver for a bell?
Sure. That's fine. She takes it. Says, "Enjoy."
He ties it around his neck.
It looks very nice on you.
I think you've made him very happy.
Yes, you could come over for a bite.
Sure.
She pets the top of his head gently. Just
Yeah, but,
good Tabaxi.
yeah.
Well, I mean, you know where to find me if you ever need anything.
Well, yeah, but the pie's over there with the Pudge and pie.
Is that
Pudge
in the old
and
abandoned tavern?
I'd like to think of it as the new Pudge and pie shop.
Oh, you're converting it into a pie shop?
Well, it's a Pudge and pie shop.
We've recently taken control of it.
Oh,
going
how
to be-
exciting!
We are talking about fixing it up and what
No.
can be done with it.
We never really agreed on pie, he
Also,
said from far away.
I'm a little confused. I thought you were Pudge.
Yeah, it's Pudge and pie.
So
Do you not know how to? Oh, I'm not there.
Yeah,
could say
welcome to the
anyone
club,
wants
Devin.
something there.
Join me
Could
from the balcony
anyone
as
who-
we yell at
you
them.
guys can say you guys wandered around together. Like that's fine. Like it's nebulous.
Sure. Do you all not know how to name a tavern? You name it a proper noun and then something weird. Pudge and pie is a fine name for
Wait a
tavern,
minute,
yes.
there's a tavern now? I don't know about that. I'm not exactly set up to be a bar
It's the
back
Pudge
here.
and pie.
Oh no, we'll hire folks.
I got my name all over it.
Wait, I thought it was a pie shop.
No,
We gotta
no,
have
it's the Pudge and
revenue.
pie.
Gotta have
It's
revenue
budget
coming in to hire people. Guys, I don't think you understand how businesses work.
But so you don't sell any pie?
We don't sell anything yet.
Okay, well, Pudge
Oh,
there
well, that's
takes
that's
stuff off the
disappointing. I was looking
ground,
forward to pie.
and
I had
then
the pie in the Pudge
that's
and
not
pie.
pie, Pudge.
It's pie.
That's
I don't
dirt,
see why
Pudge.
you can't serve pie in a tavern. It could be, if we do a tavern, it could be a thing the tavern does. I don't really understand
Okay,
how
who
these things
came-
work.
Where's this tavern idea coming from? Guys, we have no pie or beer or drink of any kind to sell. And none of us possess the skills to do so.
And Pudge, it's Pudge and pie.
Yes, Pudge, but you don't make edible pies, sweetheart. You make mud. That's what you make. And I've eaten that,
Look.
and it's not... I've fallen for it twice now, and neither of those times was it edible.
Look, I know a Mrs. Lovett down the way that sells wonderful meat pies. Just don't ask her where the meat comes from.
See, now that's a good idea. You get locally sourced goods, and then you sell it through there. Now that's a good idea.
Everything locally sourced. Very fresh meat.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's like a hot dog.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
down
for
good.
Exactly
God's
like a hot
sake,
dog.
with the hot dogs again.
It's like a hot dog with more bread around it.
Yeah, it's like a hot dog pie.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds
That's what we're doing.
disgusting. Please don't do that. No. Please don't sell hot dog pies.
We just light up the hot dog, then we pour in the sauerkraut, and we put the lid on it, and poke the holes in it, and squish it with the birds.
You know, if we did run a tavern, we could serve hot dish.
Where did Crag go? Why is he becoming the one with the good ideas now? Where did he go?
These
He
great
sold
ideas, these great ideas occurring.
Help!
Look, we get the angel investor. It's fine.
All right,
Crag might have a
well,
lot of leftover gold.
if there's if there's ever pie, be sure to let me know
Yes.
or anything.
Yes.
Oh, believe me, we will.
Excellent.
Come for the Pudge, stay for the pie.
What? Okay, again, are you like an attraction or?
Yes, they're very
Yeah, that's a nice way to word it, I suppose.
So does anything come from Crag's selling of part of the house?
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. All in due time. All in due time. All in due time.
How about that there bookworm store? What's that
Sure.
all about?
Oh, as you guys are leaving Corellan's Crown, a thing happens. Piggy, you walk out, and as you're turning a corner, you notice over here a large white cat, and it's gesturing to you frantically. Like it's looking at you, and it's like making like a come here motion, and it's like dragging its paw across the ground, kind of frantically.
She will approach the cat.
And the cat comes up to you and meows once, and then says, "Hey, you seem like someone worth knowing."
Do I?
Wait a minute. Is this a cat or like a tabaxi?
Like a cat, like a house cat. It's like a Maine Coon cat specifically. So
Okay.
he's a little bigger on the bigger side of house cat, but it's still house cat.
Just asking.
And he says, "Look, there's people like you and me down at Falconmere in the Southern Ward. You should go visit them."
Falconmere?
And the cat nods. But like this.
That is not how I spelled it.
That's why I typed it, because it's not.
So did Piggy just go off, or did it? Can we all see what just happened there?
Well, she spied something and went off and is now actively speaking to a cat. Can they understand the cat, or is this her being able to speak with animals?
They cannot understand the cat. Though they understand that the cat is making noises cats don't normally make, but they don't. None of you can understand what the cat is saying. And as the others sort of approach, the cat gets a kind of a panicked look at his eyes and goes, "Meow!" and then turns and runs away.
Wait, you don't have to be scared.
Wait, does it meow or does it say meow?
It says meow. Exactly like I just said it.
Thank you. Thank you. This is not my last question.
Okay.
It's the last one for right now. Continue.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was like-
Hey, Sean,
What's up?
can you check your Discord DM?
Did I?
Winston and I.
I thought I responded to that.
Oh, you did? Okay, great.
No, I got it. We're all over it. But thank you. Thank you. No. Things will happen when things happen.
All right, awesome.
So Piggy will stand and watch the cat run away. He will try to be like, it's all right. You don't have to run. But then just
No,
sort
the
of like,
cat seems pretty determined to run away.
That cat said there are some people I should meet. Who, I guess, Devin was they the only one nearby?
I think everyone was around.
So
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, so has anyone heard of Falconmere?
Have I heard of Falconmere?
Those of you who are from Waterdeep could give me a history check.
I might have heard of Falconmere.
I think I'll be doing that too.
You guys are remarkably consistent. I like it. Okay. What you guys would know. Falconmere is an estate co-owned by the Tarm and Falcon noble families. However, it hasn't been lived in for quite some time. The families have kept it, but no one lives there at the moment. They both have separate estates that they live other places, but both families own it, and it is located. It's a rather nice little compound in the southern ward of Waterdeep. Down here. This is one of those things that for some reason they didn't make a map icon for it. So look at my crude facsimile of one. It's so crude. Right. Yeah, it's hard to read. Maybe I'll jigger. White look better? Yeah, white looks better. We'll do that. See that?
That's rather far away.
That's a ways, yeah.
Some might say it is on the other side of the city, in fact.
What, do we have any sort of a scale marker on this map? No,
You do not, but the map itself is to scale, so if you use your
oh, okay.
your ruler, it works. Mm-hmm.
It is many feet away.
Yeah, at least 3.
3 and more feet.
So yeah, that's like a little over
That's
2
like,
miles.
yeah.
And that's as the crow flies. So getting there is probably closer to like 2.5, maybe even 3. So it's a walk. Mm-hmm.
She can't crow fly yet.
Not quite. No.
We should get walks. We should get walks for the cooking.
Oh, yes.
You could get walks. I have to say, walks are such a good thing.
The best pies is made in walks.
It's so true.
Tangentially, there's a decent Chinese place in DC called Walk and Roll.
There is a walk and roll in Boston too.
There's one right near me as well.
Nice.
I doubt this is a chain.
Same. I think 3 separate families had the same funny idea for a name and used it.
Convergent evolution.
I don't also think it's unique to just 3 individual places.
Oh, I'm sure there are quite a few.
We'll find a lot of walk and rolls around.
Yeah, I've heard it. I've heard the one near me is pretty good. I haven't ordered from it yet though. Okay, so you have received that information. Is there anywhere else? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just wondering if we're going to set up our own walk and roll in Waterdeep.
You could. You absolutely could. I mean, right now someone has set upon the name Pudge and Pie, but that name seems contentious, so perhaps walk and roll is an acceptable alternative. I don't know. That's for you guys to determine.
Between a Pudge and a walk? Or between a walk and a Pudge? We can work it out.
We can workshop it. Yeah, we'll workshop it.
We can walk it out. No?
Can someone boot Ben? Can someone just boot him, please? Thank you. Thank you. Excellent. Good work. Okay, so I believe there was some desire to go to the bookshop. If I'm not mistaken, the Bookworm's Treasure. Is that accurate?
Yeah, please.
Okay, sure. So you enter the Bookworm's Treasure. There is no bell, however, a faint dinging noise does sound throughout the shop. And after a moment or two, a short dragonborn of gold color comes around the corner wearing loose-fitting robes, and he says, welcome to my shop. What is it I can do for you?
Well, I'd like to see some books. What do you got?
He sort of gestures around and says, what don't I have?
So is this like a library here? Do I need to get a card? Or are you just for sale?
You can purchase books. However, I can also allow you to purchase access if you wish.
Oh, do you have like a Best Buy card? Like, frequent shoppers and stuff? Because I just moved in down the street there, and I'm probably going to be in here quite a bit.
He says, if you wish, 20 gold will give you access to all the non-magical books during business hours.
Non-magical books. What do those consist of exactly?
Many of the shelves you see before you are filled with various non-magical books. Some of the books upstairs are specifically magical.
All right, I'm gonna look at the titles of some of these. Their non-magical books. There, DM. What are some of the non-magical titles that I see?
Yeah, titles. Okay, so you've got on the origins and history of Waterdeep. You've got a history of the study of the owlbear mating cycle. You've got dragons and you, do's and don'ts when meeting nature's most magical beast. Things like that.
All right, well, I'll take a couple of... He starts pulling a couple of definitely the owlbear mating one, and a couple others, and he starts stacking them on the deck.
It's not about owlbear mating cycles. It's the history of the study.
Oh, even cycles. Better. It's so dry.
It's the historiography of owlbear mating cycles.
Yeah. I love when they reflect on their studies and then write about it.
Right. That's everyone's favorite part of reading.
Absolutely.
Devin is snoring loudly.
So we can say, are you just gonna pull an assortment of books? Is that the
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm interested in signing up for his card and then looking at some of the magical titles.
Sure. So he says, for those of you of magical inclination, I can sell spells if you wish.
Oh, I do wish. What do you got there?
I have quite a few spells. Basically, he's got any spell you could want from the first and second level lists, and then as it goes up, it gets more limited. He has nothing above 5th level. And he can scribe you these scrolls, giving you a scroll of them, or if any of you are perchance a wizard, you could pay to copy as well, which would be cheaper than buying the scroll, obviously.
Yeah, I'll check that P2C box there and sit down at your table over here. Is it? I assume it's only wizard first and second level spell?
No, you can get any first and second level spell. As it goes up, it becomes more wizard focused, as that is what this chunk is. And there are fewer of them.
Noted. Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is anybody else interested in learning, guys? Guys, did anybody follow Babs into the bookshop? Probably not.
I feel like
Devin,
if they did,
Devin
they
left during. Yeah, Devin definitely walked away.
Ding ding ding. There's no physical bell here, Pudge. You can't.
You just walk in, going bring ding ding.
He's opening and closing the door, trying to get it to go again.
But he has the bell around his neck, so he
does have that bell, yes. You discover to make it ding, you have to walk in. Physically.
Yeah, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out.
Sure.
He's like a cat at a door for some.
After about the 5th time you do that, the ringing will abruptly stop.
Oh.
And Babs, you would notice Rashal looking annoyed.
Sorry, we tried to keep him on a leash, but he's a big guy, so anyway, and he'll just go back to browsing.
Sure. So basically, you can find most books on any mundane topic you could think of here, and then magical books are, obviously more rare. So he might not have them. He might. But this is someplace to check for sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure you got a good dealer. I mean, if I'm looking for a particular title, you can order that kind of thing and have it sent here, right? I'm trying to fill a library here. So.
Sure. The interlibrary loan program is quite robust.
Good to know. So, any other, tidbits or tips here? I'm new in town with a bunch of my friends here, and, we're just looking for, some recommendations of places to eat or, places to visit, what kind of businesses do well around here, Please don't say pie.
He says, well, you purchased the old tavern, yes?
It seems that way. I think there's a tavern under... yeah, we cleaned it up a little bit. I think this used to be a tavern, yeah?
Well, there hasn't been one of those in Trollskull Alley for some time. There is, as the more business-minded amongst you might say, a void in the market. Might be worth filling.
Noted. What happened to this place here? Like, why did it end up getting abandoned there? Do you know anything about it?
The owner had a terrible shiver problem. Sold most of his stock, let go most of his employees. Quite sad.
Shiver problem?
It's a drug.
She wouldn't know either way.
Partaking of his own product there or something?
Something along those lines. He ended up having to sell to pay off his debtors. Haven't seen him in, 10, 15 years now.
Oh, so you've been established for a while. That's good. That's good. Most businesses stick around and they build a nice little home here.
Indeed. Steam and Steel has been here for nearly as long as I have. And Vincent Trench is probably the newest addition. Only been here 3, maybe 4.
Oh, well, he's next on my list, so...
Yes. Be careful with him.
Oh, is he, like, super scuzzy?
Not exactly. But he is a man who plays information close to the vest. Can be dangerous.
Well, I would hope so for a PI. If he's got to keep some secrets, I would assume, or he wouldn't have no business there.
Rashal nods, but does not seem convinced by this line of reasoning. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Nope, I'll just take my frequent flyer card here and be on my way. I'll be seeing ya. Nice meeting ya.
It's 20 gold for the frequent flyer card, access to use his mundane books whenever you... but yeah, and make sure, obviously, mark that in your inventory, but yeah, you pay for that and leave, and he waves you out. All right, where to next? I heard interest in visiting Vincent Trench, private detective.
Well, yeah, I mean, if he's got the information, if he's got the know-how, you always got to talk to the person that knows the things.
Got the scoop.
Okay, so you go over and open the door to Tiger's Eye Detective Agency. Inside it just leads straight to an office. There is a coat rack by the door, but most of the room is dedicated to a large desk and a set of chairs. Behind it sits a man dressed very nicely in a clearly hand-tailored suit, smoking a pipe. And he looks up as you enter, and he says, welcome. Please, have a seat.
Oh, well, I mean, I usually don't sit. I usually stand. It's a lot easier. It helps with my jitter right here.
He shrugs and says, whatever blows your dress up.
It did me. Your bell is broken.
Don't have no bell.
Are we all just standing behind Wester as he's trying to have this, like, PI conversation? We're all
correct.
Just shoved in
it
the...
seems like that is the case. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
On hearing the bell is broken, Pudge is like, yo. The bell is... There is no bell. He's like, yo. And turns and wanders out.
Piggy will stay with Pudge to make sure he doesn't get into any trouble.
I don't know if that's going to make less trouble for you guys.
Don't go too far. We're new around here. And then Babs will just sit down in the room in the corner with one of his books while Wester does
The
Wester.
door.
So, what is it I can do for you?
Well, I know right now, I don't have any particular need of your services. We just moved in a couple houses down, just got the place,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and just, we're doing the meet and greet rounds.
Understandable. Well, Vincent Trench, private detective. As you can see on the door, I'm a man who finds things out. If that's something you need, you come to me.
Devin O'Bravenin, bounty hunter. If you ever
Pleasure.
need a collaborative effort, I also live next door.
Good to know. Good to know. So you bought the place from Volo, huh?
But yes,
I'm gonna guess didn't hold up on his end of a bargain. You shook it out of his pocket.
there was very little shaking involved. But yes,
That sounds
Speak
like
for
There was
yourself.
actually a lot of shaking. Crag definitely shook him.
oh right, that's right.
Yeah, there was some shaking.
there was some shaking involved. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, that's pretty much what's going on here. Is we're moving in. I mean, if you'd like to be a neighborly and do a little share and let us know what happened with that place. I mean, I'm seeing boards. I mean, I'm hearing stories of a guy who doesn't pay his debts. But for it to be left up for 15 years.
He shrugs and says, "Sure, I'll give you this one for free. Look, last guy who owned it racked up quite a bit of debt. Word is drug problems, but my money is on gambling. Either way, when the debtors came a-calling, he didn't exactly have the money to pay them. So he was forced to sell it. Now, this gambling was not strictly above board. And so the deed sort of passed around for a while, eventually getting seized in a raid, and then eventually trickled through the system, went up for auction. Volo bought it. Not very complicated, but, moves at the speed of bureaucracy. Slow.
Yeah, that sounds like the Waterdeep I know and love.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's kind of been in legal limbo for the past 10, 12 years. It recently came back on the market. And now you have it. So, congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah,
With its history,
You gotten in touch with any of the guilds yet?
Oh, honestly, I think I'm just gonna subcontract that. If we decide to do anything, God, the guild system's a fucking nightmare.
I wouldn't recommend that if I was. But, it's your business. You can do what you want.
if we get approached, I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yeah, you're going to need to be a member of the Fellowship of Innkeepers, be in a tavern. You're probably going to want to meet with the Vintners, Distillers, and Brewers Guild. Probably, if you want to serve food, you got to go to talk to the Guild of Butchers. Wouldn't be a bad idea to sort of run it by the Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors. Let them know, taverns approach sometimes bring some unseemly folk in, so it's good to give them a heads up. That place probably needs work, so you're looking at the carpenters, the walls, all of this stuff. Lots of different guilds. I'm just saying.
We're in no rush. We're just looking to have a roof over our heads for now.
Well, it does have a roof, so you get that going for you, I suppose.
Sure does.
Well, if you ever need anything, I'm here. But, no offense, if you don't have any business for me, I got things to do.
Yep, you sure do seem busy. I don't know. It just seems weird that a private eye can be in this kind of a work area. It seems very quiet.
Well,
but that's
I don't need to be where the investigating happens. It doesn't. My business can be wherever I want it to be. Waterdeep as a whole, as I'm sure you've noticed, has a bit of a seedy underbelly. And people need to know things. Sometimes the seedy underbelly needs to know things. But look, ever need anything, get information you need, find out, I'm your guy. And he pulls out a business card and he hands it to you, Wester.
Oh, why, thank you there, sir.
On it, there's like a little magically animated blinking tiger's eye, and it says Vincent Trench, private detective. It's got the address on it.
Ooh, fancy.
He shrugs and says, "I like to impress."
Just a quick question there, PI. Do you do all your work by yourself, or do you have any employees in the back room there?
He smiles. And he seems to be putting on his coat. And he says, no partner, no employees. It's just me. It's easier that way.
What is he again? I'm sorry, race-wise. Human?
Oh, he's a human. He's a human. Looks to be probably, you'd guess, late 30s, early 40s.
Gotcha.
Brown hair, green eyes.
Oh, well, it's
The
very...
DM, unlike you, doesn't see right.
Yeah, I don't see right.
Well, I have a friend there that might have something to say, but he's not here. So anyway, your neighbor over there had nothing but nice things to say to you. You know, he said that you were just such a friendly guy and that you were super helpful over there at the Bookworm.
Vincent sort of scoffs and says, "Rashal said that? I don't know that I believe that."
Oh, he seemed downright neighborly. Said that you really love helping people when they're in a bind. So it's a pleasure to meet you.
I definitely know he doesn't say that.
Why wouldn't... I don't understand.
Look, I'm many things, but I don't think anyone who knows me would describe me as generous.
Oh, you don't help people when they're in a bind?
Sure, if they're paying me, absolutely. But at that point, I don't know if it really qualifies as helping.
Well, I like a guy who's going to be open about not being friendly.
Look, I mean, I'll be pleasant, but...
But only if we pay you enough to be pleasant.
I have a business to run. I'm not exactly in the business of sitting around chit-chatting, learning not a whole lot.
Made evident right now by you getting up and putting your trench coat there, right on yourself there, like we're keeping you from something here.
No, that's because you are. I was trying to imply subtly that, maybe we could take this outside, but since you're going to draw attention to it, yeah, I do have somewhere to be.
I say we leave the man to his business.
I appreciate that. Look, if you ever need to actually hire me for something, I'm more than willing to sit down and talk.
That's fair. I mean, it sounds like you're good at what you're doing. You get information to people. Or persons, I'm sorry. I get information to people. That's fair.
And he smiles at you and sort of ushers you guys out. And then turns and locks the door and says, "Well, I'll see you around then." And him and his pipe walk off down the road this way.
Oh, perfect. Oh, hey, I gotta stop at the Pudge and Pie. Hey, Devin, do you have a fire starter?
I'm sure I have something on me.
Oh, thanks. And then I'm gonna...
Tinderbox.
Perfect. Oh, perfect. And then I'm gonna light that card on fire and fucking let it hit the ground.
Oh, fuck you. I might need that.
Well, I don't think you'll have trouble finding out where he is. He's, 2 houses this way.
Oh, yeah.
Really? A PI with a magic card? Jesus, obvious.
I don't know. He might be a good person to keep around, but like I said, he's literally within shouting distance from your place there up in the attic there.
That's true. I might make a zip line over.
He doesn't strike me as the friendly type that would appreciate a zip line being attached
It
to his
doesn't
roof.
have to know. It's fine.
Yeah, all right.
You know, the most subtle of transportation, a zip line.
Well, I bet that
Nobody looks up. Nobody looks up in Waterdeep.
that business, I bet, hasn't been tapped in that market there. We could just attach it to all the nearby buildings.
Sell them a zip line so that they can avoid a short walk.
Well, I mean, the
That's
streets...
gonna be our secondary business.
The streets of Waterdeep are very crowded. Time to take to the skies here over at Pudge and Pie.
Yeah, like say you want to get to Corellin's Crown. Who wants to walk the 400 feet? Now you can just zip line.
Hey, you said there was no southern access. We are inventing one right now.
Yeah, why walk 420 feet when you can ride 230 feet
Sounds fantastic.
and then fall 4 stories?
Yeah, definitely seems like a very safe, good business plan.
It's all up to code, I assure you.
Just have to approach all the businesses and be like, look,
Well,
we need a hole in your roof.
Would you like to buy
obviously, you
featherfall
guys are gonna
insurance?
you're gonna have to talk with the zipliners and bungee jumpers guilds to get clearance for this. Obviously, I mean you can't avoid that.
I thought they combined into the Thrill Seekers Guild.
No. Ever since the BMX guild tried to
The
wrestle in
fucking
there,
BMX Guild,
yeah, there was a lot of political back and forth. You know how it is.
really? Fucking Waterdeep, am I right?
Anyway, yeah. Most of them are now in the Red Bull guild, I think.
The
Okay.
Flute Toggers Guild.
Exactly. Okay.
And while all that was going on,
Mm-hmm.
Piggy was outside and she has her shillelagh and she's holding it up and she's using Druidcraft to make like a stream of colorful petals that she's waving around and wind chimes for Pudge to play with while they're waiting.
It's like a goddamn laser pointer.
I like that Pudge is a Pokemon and that he seems to say Pudge 80% of the time.
He's a simple cat with simple pleasures.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to go visit or see in Trollskull Alley specifically?
What is the bent nail?
It's a carpenter's shop.
I'd like to
Carpenter
go
and
to there.
boiler. Sure.
I would like to follow the Devin there.
Okay. So, as you walk in, front room contains displays of ornate wooden furniture, as well as a selection of bows and crossbows. The wall behind the counter is lined with rows of finely carved wooden canes, quarterstaffs, and shields. Behind the counter is a male half-elf with a leather smock on, tools stuffed in the front. And as you enter, he says, welcome to the Bent Nail! What can I do for you?
Pleasure to meet you, sir. We need beds.
Okay. I sell beds, so you're in luck. How
I
many
figured
you
we were in the
need?
right place.
And where are they going?
Well, we just acquired the Trollskull Tavern around the corner,
Oh, congratulations.
and we're looking to furnish it.
Pumpkin pie.
The whole thing or just beds?
Baby steps.
Well,
we
I
don't
need
know
some
quite
nice
what we're gonna do.
chairs.
Fair enough.
So perhaps some beds, perhaps some chairs for sitting, perhaps some tables. You know, basic living amenities.
Fair enough. Okay. So,
But
how
we
many beds
heard-
you need?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is Crag gonna have a bed still, or we getting a roommate, or what's going on there?
I mean,
4 to start, probably.
whoever
Oh, no, I
takes
need
that
the
with
hammock.
It's gonna need a bed.
3 in a hammock.
Okay.
The hammock.
You has a hammock?
Yeah, the hammock. I mean, it's a tent, but you hang it up and it's a hammock.
I can't understand half the words that are coming out of your mouth, friend.
It's a tent, like a tent,
Yeah, it's a tent.
and you hammock up, and it's a hammock.
Not quite sure that's how that works, but okay. 3 beds then, right? 3?
Sure. 3 beds. How nice you want them?
How much does nice cost?
If you're looking for 3 nice beds,
No, I think we need 4 there, Devin. 1, 2, 3. What about Piggy and Wister?
Wait a minute, Devin can't count.
Oh, well, shit. I've been selling you as the guy to talk to about the money. I should probably think that
He
over.
can, but he's just forgetting people.
Remember,
1,
2 of them
2,
are giant
3, 4,
blooded.
5.
well, that evens out because 2 of them are tiny.
But yeah,
Hey.
we need.
Okay, well,
I
tiny's a
count
bit much.
4
Beds of
or
various
5
sizes.
I count 4 or 5 beds. Are we getting a bed for Crag?
We're getting 4.5 beds, it sounds like.
Okay, you can't get half a bed
Well,
because then it'll fall over. You see, if it's just half a bed, you only got two supports. That falls over.
you are the expert, I suppose.
So 5 beds? Is that what we're talking here? 5 beds?
Sure, 5 beds.
Okay.
How much is nice cost?
Nice. We're looking probably about 250. If you want more basic, sort of run-of-the-mill beds, we can do it for 150.
150 gold. I'm assuming.
Correct. Yes, correct.
Right. How much per bed?
30 gold a
If we get
bed
them basic.
for your standard bed.
Right. Unless anybody's got other money, we're sorry for wasting your time.
No, wait, how much was that?
30 gold per bed.
For a basic bed, yeah.
All right, so we need to start making pie or something. We gotta start selling some shit, because I just spent all my money at the bookstore. I don't even have money for a chair to sit down and read these fucking books.
How much
Should've
is a
come-
chair?
How
Could've
much
come
is
with Crag.
like just a basic chair?
Let's start with basic.
Sure, basic chair. Run you 2 gold.
2 gold. Babs, I'll buy you a chair.
Oh boy, a chair.
It won't be comfortable, but I'll buy you a chair.
Oh, well, that's
I mean,
downright.
it's a basic wooden chair. It's well constructed. You know, it's as comfortable as a wooden chair you can expect a basic wooden chair
Yeah,
to be.
exactly. But there's no padding. Well, probably we can buy that later.
Sure. You can upholster it later. Absolutely.
Well,
And,
Right.
uh,
I
that's
slap
awfully
down
nice.
2 gold and
All right.
get this man a chair.
You
He
got
goes up
access
back.
to the library whenever you want it, Devin.
And he comes back out with a nicely. It's got like a nice sort of a dark brown stain on it. He pops it on the counter. There you go. Takes the 2 gold.
What's that stain? Wait, hold on. Let me parse your words. Is there
No.
a dark brown stain
No.
on it?
The
or
chair
there a
is
dark
stained.
brown stain
The
on it?
chair is
Okay.
stained.
Okay.
Like you stain wood. Not just
I
like
didn't
a
sit in
shit
it yet.
stain on the chair. Just to be clear.
Somebody shit in his chair.
Just to be clear.
Okay.
How nice is the
You
chair?
just need to clean it off.
You got any shit-stained chairs for cheaper?
Any mud stained one for the cat and the half giant?
I mean, I could get I can try to match some of the mud. If that's what you mean.
We'll get you some color swatches.
Got any samples? Maybe.
I mean, like if you provide me with colors, I could color a chair whatever you like.
Babs is gonna say, so I mean, you're a man that, works with your hands and whatnot. You got
sir.
you in for trading at all? I mean, we're a little tight on cash at the moment, but I'm just wondering.
What you got for trade?
Well, do you have anything around here that's, in need of repairs? Maybe? A broken chair or table, perhaps? That you just can't find the time to fix up yourself? He's trying to mend stuff.
I see.
Bibbidi bobbidi boop.
He says, well, not a ton of stuff, but I suppose a little bit. What do you want in exchange?
Either a healthy discount or credit towards, the 5 beds that we need to sleep on.
I can give you credit, but, magical mending is, people
amazing
pay for handmade
and
quality.
Incredible. Yeah. What?
People pay for handmade quality, not, magic.
No one has to know. It was handmade as far as I saw. Wink.
Are you asking me to lie to my customers?
No, it was made by your hands the first time. It just had a little dingy in it, so, I helped you out there.
Look, if you help me out and fix up some of the stuff, I could, give you, 20 gold worth of credit. How does that sound?
Devin, it sounds like you got yourself a bed there, and he'll bibbidi bobbidi boop whatever he points at to mend.
Sure. He has you mend some chairs and tables and a bow and a couple other things. So that's 20 gold credit. So if you want one bed, someone still needs to supply 10 gold.
I will slap down 10 more gold.
Great. I can deliver it to you later today.
Now the 2 smallest people in the party walk out of there carrying a big chair and a bed.
Hold on. How much for one of them crossbows?
No, crossbow. Crossbow takes time. Some might say a crossbow costs. Let me think about it really hard for a second. If you're looking for a basic crossbow, running about 25. If you're looking for something a little bit heavier, we're talking 50. But if you're looking for something like this, and he pulls out a hand crossbow, that's going to run you 75. Those parts are not easy to craft.
We'll talk later then. Thank you very much for your time, sir.
Sounds good.
And the two small people will carry out the chair.
So you together carry out one chair. He's delivering the bed later today. Okay. There's only one shop left. Do you want to go look at it? We've almost completed the circuit.
Yeah, let's go to sewer.
We need a walk.
No, not the sewer. This one. This is a shop. The sewer's not a shop. The sewer is not a shop. So this yet. Very, very good point. You could make a super hot nightclub down there if you tried hard enough. If you sold it the right way.
The steam and seal?
No, the sewer.
It's party walk, you mean?
I'm surprised you didn't go for Craggle Walk.
No, I was okay. Look, I put out a great number of puns, and you guys ignored it, and for some reason you guys stuck with Pudge and Pie.
Because you sold your share in our company you couldn't wait to get the fuck out of something we didn't even create yet.
You're right. I sold, so I have no right to name it. So I was waiting for other people to weigh in. No one did, and Pudge and Pie got repeated twice. So I think that's the name. You guys are stuck with that. Congratulations.
I will only agree to it being the name if we're doing the zip line.
It's too late. It got
Pudge and Pie
repeated
in the sky.
Times. It got repeated so many times.
We haven't officiated anything. It can be named whatever we damn well.
To be
The
fair,
name is
but
getting out there.
right, Pudge and Pie has the name recognition.
Yeah.
And that's priceless.
Well, I will not spell A and D, though.
You guys completely missed some great ones. And frankly, you should be ashamed of yourself. Pudge and Pie. Pudge and Pie is fine. I like Pudge and Pie. That's great. Congratulations.
I just want to say
it could be better.
I just want to say I didn't miss a goddamn one of those. I just willfully ignored them. Because you got out of hand, sir.
Ben has standards.
It was the most interesting thing happening on your HGTV D&D edition.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
this
you want to
whole
buy more
fucking
nails and
house.
chairs?
You are so not sitting in this chair, mister, and no beds for you.
Yes, let's spend 10 more minutes on that.
Look, it's important to property brothers the shit out of this, okay?
Go fuck off to your mountain there, Crag.
You know, it's funny because I was thinking if I was being successful, and honestly, I think the funniest thing would be like the dragon just left. The dragon left.
Dragon got bored because we were shopping too much.
How cool would it be if you ziplined over to the dragon? He'd be awful impressed.
All right. Well, let's finish it off so we don't have to do it later. The last one, because we've already gone this far.
It's so
we
cute
might
that
as
you
well
think
complete
that
the
this is
circuit.
it, Sean. That you're going to give us one episode to do this shit, and that it's going to be out of our system.
If this becomes
This is all we want to
D&D
do, Sean.
Tavern Simulator, then I'm happy with that. But
Crag's gonna go adventuring on the off time, and you guys are gonna be doing this.
yeah, we're gonna headwave the adventuring, and we're gonna focus really hard on the tavern ownership.
No, I really need a new arch in this. Where can we put the gazebo? It needs to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
this
so the Steam and
Joke's
Steel.
on you. Gazebo's going here.
Well, gazebos go outside. Everyone knows that. I mean, obviously, you can't have a gazebo inside. That's mad.
Yeah, how else would
I
you
cast-
fight it?
Right.
Cast
It-
magic missile
you don't want to bring a
on-
dread gazebo inside, because that's crazy.
Well, if we make the gazebo up here and then just connect all the zip lines to it, it doesn't have to
Yeah,
be on
but
the
then,
ground.
then you're just
Brilliant.
supplying the dread gazebo with food as the people zip line into it, and its waiting maw is just
And
sitting
then
there.
we take their money, and that's how we get our money.
Oh, okay, all right. I like this business idea of murdering people and taking their things. I guess that's
we are
adventuring, but
murderers
with
for
less
hire
steps.
now. Yeah,
I guess
you gotta automate this shit.
Okay, the last one, Steel. We're gonna get through it. Okay. So as you approach, smoke and steam billow from the many windows around this indoor forge, and you can hear hammering going on inside. As you enter through the door, you see a fire ganassi pounding away at a sword on the anvil. And
That's
as you enter, he sort of looks up and he drenches the sword in the water, and he takes off his gloves and he says, "Oh, welcome to the Steam and Steel. What can we do for you?"
It's very well timed. It's very dramatic with the steam and stuff.
Ah, well, we aim to impress.
Well, we just acquired the tavern in the corner, and we're making the rounds. We're meeting the folks. Not sure quite what we're going to do with the space, but we just wanted to say hello. And actually, now that I'm here, cook's utensils. I'm in the market, perhaps.
Yeah, so like some nice knives, tongs, spatula,
A couple of nice knives, yes, pots, pans, spoons.
Sure. You're looking to outfit like a whole, like if it's for the tavern, you're looking for like a whole set, I'd imagine.
Oh,
right?
I mean, we're taking baby steps.
Baby steps. All right, well,
we're not opening a business quite yet, but just
Maybe some carabiners, just high quality.
basic living amenities.
some carabiners. I mean, sure. I mean, we got those, I suppose. Sure, just some basic cook's utensils. Run you about gold. Yeah. For you get your basic
You
set.
got any on hand?
Of course, we got someone hand. Athy! We got someone looking for cook's utensils. There's another voice comes from further into the shop. Says, "Hold on a second." And after a couple of moments, a water ganassi comes out the door with a box.
Oh, that's just brilliant.
And he comes over and hands it to you, and it sets it down on the table. Says, "Looking for cook's tools?"
Hey, sir.
Pleasure. Name's Avi.
Avi, and what was your name?
Embrick. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you both. I will slap down a gold and take a look through the boxes. Like, is this like okay stuff? Is
Yeah,
it like
I mean,
new?
it's very well made, but it's a bunch of your basic stuff. You got your cast iron pans, you got big soup pot, you got like a couple different
Yes.
knives, you got spatula, spoon, bunch of stuff like that.
Is there a spatula city within the walls of Waterdeep?
Is there a what?
No. No, nothing spatula city? Okay, never mind. Keep going.
They sell spatulas,
Sure.
and that's all.
Is that
They're too
really a
young.
shop, or is that
They're,
like
they're too young. They're
a
too young.
joke from a thing? I don't know.
You're too young.
I just googled this. That's a
Mhm.
great reference. I'm not going to spoil for anyone, but that's a great reference.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you both very much. You guys are just fucking on brand, the both of you. I'm right chuffed.
Avi gives Embrick a look like, see? And Embrick sort of gives like, oh, thanks. And Avi says, thank you. We appreciate it.
I got to ask, how did you meet? How do you know each other?
Embrick says, well, you see, there was a fair few years ago, Waterdeep had a bit of, the Smiths Guild had a bit of a smithing competition, and don't want to brag, but we were the finalists, and there was a bit of a controversy, and Avi stole the victory from me, and Avi says, I don't quite remember it that way. I think I made the superior product and triumphed. And Embrick says, you distracted me, and you know it. And Avi says, he just holds up his hand and says, I don't think there's any proof of that.
You want to meet the real me now?
Is no one going to say anything, or
Sorry, Twitch.
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 Left here right now?
Your NPCs are getting love, Sean. It's just on Twitch.
They're my
good.
favorites.
Oh, good.
I
Excellent.
want to see more of these. I bet a personality please for the both of them.
Well, good
Oh,
thing
excellent.
that you live right near him there, Devin.
And Avi says, and long story short, now, we got married, got a business together.
Oh
and
my
here.
gosh, congratulations to both of us.
Embrick looks kind of confused and says, thank you?
Belated congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, we've been married like 10 years by now, but I
Yeah,
appreciate
it's
it.
our first meeting. It's exciting. I mean, I'm just this is...
Yeah, thank you.
You don't see this every day. Sorry. I've been in Waterdeep a long time. This is special for me.
All right there, Devin.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate it. Avi shrugs and says, I suppose Genasi are pretty uncommon.
Especially married.
I've certainly never seen anyone like you before.
Embrick smiles and says, damn straight you haven't. And Avi kind of rolls his eyes.
I know what Devin means. It's very nice to see people that are happy, even in cities.
Avi says, yeah, I mean, we like it here. Waterdeep's not such a bad place.
Piggy just sort of smiles. She's like, cities are horrible on the inside, but...
I love Piggy. I want some of whatever Piggy's got, because Piggy is chill.
She's chill, currently.
Mud baths. She's got mud baths. Duh.
Yeah, she's got mud baths.
Yeah, she's like the opposite of you there, Wester.
Master, I don't take mud baths. Here we are.
I think Wester could use like 20 mud baths back to back.
I don't like this montage. That feeling that it's coming.
Avi says, well, I mean, if you need anything else from us, you know where to find us.
Just curious, do
We
you
sure
do
do.
custom work there? Like, if we needed a sign made or something, I think a nice hammered metal sign for our new business coming up soon.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be more my expertise. Avi says, holding up his hand. But yeah, you give me sketches, an idea for what you want, and we can go from there.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you, and Babs will try and, like, pull Devin away, who seems to be very transfixed by this couple. Come on, Devin. Time to go.
They're just perfect. The branding, and they love each other, and I'm just overwhelmed.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I had no idea that, Ganassi marriage would do that to you. Everybody
it's not
has
just that. It's just I can't explain it to you. If you don't get it immediately, I can't explain it to you. But pleasure doing business with you both. I'm sure we'll run into each other again.
And Ambrick gives you a little wave and says, "Come back anytime now."
/ shopping trip.
Okay, we did it. Yay!
So about sewer. It is marketed on the map. I just
sewer. I hardly know her.
God damn it! There is a removable metal grate that covers an opening to the sewer. There's a ladder that descends 20 feet to the sewers below. I like that sewer is the only one with an exclamation mark. Because it's the most exciting.
Okay,
Do you really want to go back down there?
No, we got enough dirt and stuff at home. It's time to go see if there's anything that I can salvage. If Pudge or somebody else, Crag, whoever, hasn't thrown it in the fire yet, I'm gonna go and try and see what we can salvage. Maybe some stools so we can get some customers in here.
Dirt is good and healthy. What's down there is not.
I tend to agree with you. That's like liquid gross dirt. Okay.
It's unfortunate.
Okay. So, when you guys return, the unseen servant is sort of like in the main tavern area. You could feel Babs. It seems very distressed, and it's distressed because all of the barrels, the intact barrels that were down in the basement, have been brought up and stacked end to end in the tavern.
Hey, did a good job.
Wait, okay, the unseen servant doesn't sort of look stressed because of the barrels? Or they did that
It looks
to the barrels?
stressed. It looks stressed because the barrels are in the way and it can't clean with them there.
Oh, that little Roomba. You put something in front of him and he can't go around it.
Like, he's cleaned everything else in this front area, but now these things are here, and it seems very distressed by them. It's also worth noting, it cannot carry these barrels. They're too heavy.
I do have a quick question. Is it like holding something up to make a face for itself? Because we can't see it, so...
No, this is Babs getting the impression, like Babs hears the Roomba make the little sad robot noise, the little noise in his brain, in Babs' brain.
Also, were these barrels here when we left?
They were downstairs when you left, in the basement.
I'll,
how'd they get up here?
Is this day 1 of the 10-day?
This is probably
day 2, I think.
Probably day 2 by now, yeah.
It's been a shopping time.
We as a family went to learn our new neighborhood. Meet the neighbors.
Hopefully we're about to speak.
Yeah, us homeowners decided to check out our neighborhood. How's the mountain hold going for you? Any neighbors?
No idea. I said like I was gonna yada yada it. We don't even have to figure out what happened. It just
we've
Crag
got to
did that
wait.
thing.
We've got to wait for them to not spend an hour on shopping.
Well,
Hopefully,
I
we
bet
will
Crag stacked
soon.
these here barrels in the way. I bet he came in. Does he still have a key?
Crag is gone at this point, but sure. Crag did it.
Alright, I'm gonna use... I mean, if they're in the way and blocking things, I'll spend a couple minutes and get a disc and start loading stuff onto it to float it away.
Sure, you can do that. Absolutely. Okay, so you guys clear out the middle portion. The unseen servant seems happier now that it can clean the whole area. and you guys continue about your day. So, at this point, we're going to fast forward a little bit.
Only thing I would want to do, or are we talking outside of this district now?
I mean, this is where we're going to fast forward, and if you guys want to do stuff outside of the district, this is when that would happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So, we're just going to go round robin. You guys are going to give me a brief overview of what you're doing during this 10-day of downtime, and we'll start there. So, first off, Babs. What's Babs doing?
Mending what he can from the study, putting books on shelves, and picking spells that I will tell you later.
Okay.
To
Right, and
purchase.
remember, you also have to pay for ink. That is also a thing.
Yeah, when I say spells, I probably mean spell.
Probably means spell singular. Okay. All right. Athy.
Piggy's going to want to go at some point, at least check out the Falcon Mirror place that was mentioned.
Mhm.
You said it was another, like, beat up place?
It's not beat up.
Quote,
It's just
unquote,
not currently
abandoned?
lived in.
She'll wander in as a cat, like the cat that, not exactly looking like the cat that had come, but just kind of go take a scout about.
Okay, so you're going alone. You're not bringing anyone.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
she'll mention it. If somebody wants to come with her, that's fine, because she did mention that the cat told her that she should go visit this, and she wants to go visit this if anyone wants to join her. But, like, going into the place, she's going to go scout it as a cat, whether or not somebody has followed along.
Okay. I'll handle that in a little bit.
Okay.
But we'll find out what everyone else is doing first, because that's going to be like a bit of a thing. Wester.
Well, shit. Day 2. I gotta go interview Yagra. So that I can fucking get a story up.
Right.
Day 3 is probably going to the fucking Waterdeep Weekly, writing out that shit. Day 4 is yelling and arguing with my editor.
Right.
Day 5 is print day. Day 6 is probably food scouting in this area.
Right.
Day 7 is probably I don't know, docks southward.
Okay.
Yeah, docks probably.
Okay.
And then flex after that.
Flex. It's executive. Okay. And then Pudge.
But I'm making the pies.
Making pies. Okay. Where are you getting food from?
I don't think we want to ask that question.
Sure. All right. Making pies. Cool.
I mean, some of the pies are primarily edible.
I guess the question I want to ask is, does Pudge have money to purchase food to put in pies?
Pudge has a grand total of something like 7 gold.
All right, that's enough to get you started.
That's enough to get me pie started.
Absolutely. All right. So Pudge starts making pies. Please make me a cooking check. Are you proficient with cook's tools, with cook's utensils?
Well, could I say survival?
No, because you're not trying to.
I'd like people to
track down
survive.
a pie in the wilderness.
I'd like people to survive this.
No, I don't think the skills are transferable. Cook's utensils is a tool for a reason. So if you do not have cook's utensils, it would just be a straight wisdom check.
A straight wisdom check. I can hit the wisdom button. That's a saving throw. Where's the wisdom button? There you are.
That's
Crushing
pretty,
it.
that's
Clap,
pretty
clap,
fucking
clap.
good.
Damn,
That's
Daniel.
pretty fucking good. So, are you basically like out of this mostly ruined tavern front room? You're starting to sell pies. Is that what I'm?
I'm creating pies. He hasn't really got the selling concept down yet, but his thing is he likes to make like mandalas, like the little design things. So he's doing that using the pies. So the flavor is kind of secondary to the appearance. But apparently what he's picking happens to kind of work out, and they're kind of coming out flatter, so they're a little more pizza-esque than standard pie-esque. And they're very pretty and designed. And then, because when you're done with the mandala, you're supposed to destroy it, so the way you destroy it is you eat it. So it's kind of
I see.
pulling that whole thing together.
I see.
Spiritual experience.
I see. I like it. Okay. All right. So you're making just the best fucking pies. I haven't sold them yet, but they look good. They taste good.
They look good. They taste good. He may have given some away at this point, but sales have not started yet. He hasn't figured that part out.
Okay, but that's the thing. Crag, you're going to get back about 3/4 of the way through the week, probably about day 6, from your little adventuring journey. We'll handle exactly how that goes later on. We're not going to worry about that right now. But right now, Crag's back. We're on day 6. Crag walks in. Day 6, the area's been cleaned out. There are pies everywhere. What's Crag doing?
Do I know? So has the guy moved in?
No one has moved in. They have not heard from the person you sold this to yet.
Hey guys.
Hey, Greg!
Oh, hello there.
Would you like some pie?
Welcome back, Crag. How was your adventure?
It was long, arduous, but happy to be back. Obviously short. Only took me 5 days.
He's very efficient.
But now back. Want help? How can Crag help?
I mean, that's a great question.
I think
We
we're
have-
still trying to figure out what we're going to be.
We have adventure?
Yes.
I mean, not yet. I mean, they're still just kind of hanging around.
It might be worth having your conversation before this one, Athy. So why don't we do that? We'll put this one on pause, and then we're going to go with Piggy to investigate Falconmere, because that will probably change the outcome of this. So, you find Falconmere. It is a large estate, bordered on all walls by a very tall hedge, about 12 feet tall. But as a cat, you're able to get in relatively easily. Cats like to climb things. Inside are beautiful gardens. There's a pond with some trees around it, a nice sort of natural path that leads to sort of some flower beds and large ferns, and it's beautiful. It's just the right amount of sort of tended, but also not tended, that lets it sort of like go kind of crazy. And as you sit along the wall, an elf walks by, and he looks up at you, and he waves, and he says, "You came!" Or is that just a regular cat? And he sort of looks at it suspiciously.
Is this the same voice that she heard?
Correct.
So she'll lift a paw and wave, sort of.
Ah,
Closest thing a cat can do to waving.
excellent. Well, why don't you come down here and we can have a chat.
She will hop down and turn back into herself.
And he says, "Come on, I'd like to go sit by the pond and we can have a talk." And he leads you over by the pond where there's like a large tree that he seems to have grown a bench out of. And he sits down on it, and he says, "So, you're not exactly like everyone else here. How much is clear? I mean, not just the fact that you're tall, but you're of a different disposition. I think that's fair to say.
I would have to agree.
And I'm part of a group that shares that disposition. Have you ever heard of the Emerald Enclave?"
would that be a history check?
That would not be any check. You would have heard of them for sure.
Mhm.
They're a group of sort of druids and rangers. Their goal is protecting wildlife, preserving the balance between civilization and the wilds around it, and making sure that civilization doesn't encroach too far and people don't do terrible, awful things to nature, basically.
I've absolutely heard of you.
Excellent. Well, as you can see here, Waterdeep is a big city, and they try their best, but they don't always do a great job. So we try to nudge them in the right direction. And if you're interested, I think we would love to have you help with that.
I would love to help in any way I can.
Excellent. So,
I
No, go
was
ahead.
sent out here for a similar reason. I was told to try to talk to people, to learn their ways, to try to devise a way to bring more balance and harmony. I'm not sure if this is an actual quest that is achievable. People don't like to listen when they're set in their ways.
he frowns and says, "No, they don't. But we can do things that might sort of get them on the right path. And I think I might have something to help with that. So, as I'm sure you're aware, there's lots of farms around Waterdeep. There's many people need to eat something, and so there's lots of farmland around. Lately, some of the farmers have been being attacked. At first, I was, it could be wolves. There's lots of different things it could be, but it quickly became clear that these attacks are something unnatural, something that doesn't belong. I believe they're being attacked by a scarecrow come to life. You need someone to take care of it. They're dangerous. One farmer's died already, and more could follow.
Which farm? Or is it all of them?
He says it's the farms east of the city in the Undercliff district. Around, actually, I'm looking at that. Around here. That's where people have been citing it.
I will talk to my friends. If they won't go, I will.
And he nods and says, "Excellent. And your friends are not as motivated as you are. Let them know there is money in it for them if they complete this task. 50 gold a person."
Coming from you.
The estate.
She nods. She's like absently like digging her toes into the dirt because it feels cleaner here than it has in like the rest of the city mostly.
Yeah, very much so. Very, very much so.
And just feeling a bit better being in here. I don't Logically, I understand the need for money for these people, but personally, I find it strange.
He shrugs and says, "Yes, they've developed a rather interesting system, but it works for them, and..."
It doesn't, though.
Well, I suppose not. However, without money, people would just take what they wanted easier than they can already.
I suppose that's true. It's very sad.
He nods and says, "Unfortunately, not everyone is nice. But many people here are, and they're just sort of doing the best they can."
I will certainly let them know. But like I said, if they're not interested, I will go myself, and I don't need a payment.
He nods, and he would just say, "Be careful. These creatures are unnatural, and they can be very dangerous."
She's just smiley. Thank you very much for telling me. I would like to be of a help. I would like to be out of the city for a while as well.
He nods and said, "I thought you would be interested in a little time outside."
I went to go find a freaking dragon. You didn't want to come?
Well, we need to have a conversation about that. Because Crag killing a dragon at level 2 is a little unlikely, but we'll talk
Totally
about
unlikely.
talk about it.
But I'm saying it's outside the walls.
It is indeed outside the walls, that's for sure. Okay, so you have... and the man's name is Melanor, he would tell you. Didn't really
I'll
introduce
go
himself.
outside the city for you, random person I don't know with good dirt under my feet.
He's also got a man with 50 golds to give you, so... But... end this conversation. We will now return to when Crag walks in and asks, "Is there any adventure to be had?"
I believe so. I went to visit the cat I spoke 2 days ago.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's a sentence.
Oh my god, that sentence!
Hello.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
I spoke to a cat and it asked me to visit. And he told me that there's problems out in the farms to the east.
I told
The
you to,
scarecrows, the scarecrows are coming alive and killing people.
I told you to stop eating those kind of flowers, Piggy. Those are not for eating.
Yeah, I second that, Wester.
I know what flowers can be eaten, ones can't. Probably better than the rest of you.
Okay, so... Alright, so you went to talk to the talking cat, and the cat has a job for us?
Yes, and you will be paid.
Okay.
Alright, what exactly does the job entail, and how much does it pay?
50 gold a person, and like I said, there are scarecrows coming alive and trying to kill people.
Oh, we can buy beds with that.
Alright, I mean, yeah, Devin's got a point. Alright, first this, and then we establish ourselves as people that fix problems. So, I mean, yeah, the tavern thing, the ziplining thing, but mostly we fix problems, because there's money to be had in adventuring. In a town like this, people have got lots of problems.
That's what I thought. You people are interested in money and they had money to give. So I thought I would suggest it to you. If you don't want to come, I'll go by myself.
Well, there's no reason to split us up any further than we're already trying to do, so it's fine. Everybody on board? Crag? You want to go on, like, a little mini run first? Like, you know, get the scarecrows as a tester?
I'm happy to come along, unlike you guys come along with Crag.
Well, you don't have anywhere for us to go, and you just wandered off to a mountain, Crag.
I asked friends, come. Crag would pay.
But you don't pay to do what, Crag? Die at a dragon?
Go fight dragon. Go help friends.
Are you gonna throw your money at the dragon, Crag? Because you're not that powerful yet.
Crag came back alive? Crag is fine.
Did you kill a dragon?
Perhaps.
I don't see a necklace of dragon teeth there, Crag.
It's not dragon important. Important was friends come with Crag. Friends did not come with Crag. But Crag go with friends now. Crag better friend than friends for Crag.
Okay, we go on this one for, you know, that Piggy picks, and then if you have a reasonable something or other to go to that isn't our deaths, then maybe we follow you on the next adventure, Craig.
We tried to
Crag
keep
was
you
fine.
from. We tried to
Crag
keep
fine.
you from going because we are your friend. You decided to go anyway. A dragon
Crag
will
needs
kill
Sold
us
your
all.
room, and that guy that you got to take it over, he's a weird one. I think. I
He
don't
hasn't
know.
showed up yet. None of you have seen him.
I bet he is, though.
Crag go. Crag just know be a good friend. You guys, not so much. Is there a bank in Waterdeep?
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to dump off some of my monies in the bank.
Sure, you can do that. Just mark how much you've put in.
Do we know, like, did Crag give us a rundown of what exactly he did besides Mountain? Or
You
could
mean-
we get
you
that
know
out
he
of him
sold
on the way to Scarecrow Death?
You know, he sold his portion. And he hired some adventurers, and he went off to save his family, and now he's come back. Still alive.
Oh, hey, Craig, am I gonna be able to write a story? You got anything juicy for me? You got any good tales? I mean, I don't see
If you
dragon teeth,
came-
but like, you know.
If you came along, you'd have plenty to write about things that perhaps would threaten Waterdeep. Good story, best story.
Oh well, you
Great-
know, I guess you
great-
don't want to have your name written about. Okay.
Great hero.
Craig doesn't really strike me as the kind that cares about the fame of it all. I don't know. He's a very humble one, that Craig.
Crag right here. Why you talk about Crag as if Crag not here?
I'm just trying to be more Craig-like, you know, every day.
Well, let's go help Piggy. That's how we can be Crag-like.
Okay, so you guys set off to head outside of Waterdeep to the farms surrounding it in the area known as the Undercliff, as it's underneath the cliff that Waterdeep sits on. What great names. Hold on 1 second.
This aggressive typing doesn't bode well for the group.
I swear to God, it sounds like Casey going blah 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 blah.
Hold on.
Yeah, me too.
You guys need to get into a session with Joe when he starts typing secret
Oh my
messages.
god.
Okay, there we go. All right, so
We really hear anything else?
So you guys head off for the Undercliff district over here.
Love you,
As
Joe.
you leave, probably through the river gate and the north gate, probably the north gate. It's closer. And head out there. I mean, it becomes clear that this, even though you're not that far from the walls of Waterdeep, is quite a bit of a different world out here. There are large rolling fields of wheat and corn and all sorts of different vegetables, and there's big herds of cattle and orchards with different fruits and stuff. There is quite a bit out here, and it also becomes clear that it seems like they're doing it on a very massive scale, because they've got to feed Waterdeep, and that's not a small task. So there's some smaller family farms mixed in, but there's also a ton of very, very large farms. But you head down towards the Undercliff area. There's houses scattered around because of its proximity to Waterdeep. It is safer than most places in the wilderness. There's even a little village over here named Undercliff Village. But you go around and start asking around. Who is doing the asking around to sort of see, okay, where are these scarecrows coming from? Who's seen them? Where do they seem to come from?
Piggy will. This was her idea.
Okay.
And she seems very pleased. She's smiling, and there's all sorts of like she's just every time like a cow comes by, like she'll pet it, just taking her time. This is like more her element. She's very happy out here. And when they reach people, she will head up and hello.
Pudge, being a keen observer of people, leans over to the others like, so, why is he all smiling about scarecrows killing people?
I think she's just happy that we're helping there.
Okay.
I hate it out here.
What the fuck is the caramel cheddar corn?
Okay. You approach what seem to be a father and son team. They've got oxen working a plow. It is springtime at the moment, so they're getting ready to plant. It seems like they're starting work plowing the fields. It looks like this son's probably 11 or 12. This is probably his first time, like, leading the oxen on the plow. So the father sort of seems to be teaching him the ropes. But as you approach, the father stands up and turns around, pushes back his straw hat with his thumb, and he spits out a little tobacco juice. And he says, "What can we do for you?"
Hello. I heard that there were scarecrow problems out here, and we've come to help.
Yeah, I dare say there are.
Can you tell me any more about it?
Sure. They're, well, McFarlane's down the road. They're, lost their son Jimmy. He's a tragedy, that boy. But, they, quite a few people seen him around these parts, They, come when it's dark out, people getting ready to go in for the evening. They attack. Seems like they're attacking single people alone. Opportunists, if you ask me.
Are they in one area or spread throughout this entire farm?
Oh, well, they seem to be concentrated up that way. Kind of over here. That's where most of the attacks happened anyway. As far as I can tell.
All right, thank you very much. That's where we'll be heading next.
He says, "Yeah, be careful, you hear?"
We definitely will. And good luck on your harvest this year.
Yeah, mighty appreciated. And he turns around and says, "No, boy, that's not how you're doing it. Let me show you." And he goes over there and starts correcting his son, who seems very confused by this whole process.
And before they leave, Piggy's going to just quietly suggest to the ox to go kindly on the boy. He's just learning.
The ox gives you the ox equivalent of, "But I'm hungry."
I think he's a bit hungry, and if you feed him a bit, he'll cooperate more.
Oh, he's always hungry. That's his usual line. "Here, you big brute." And he pulls out like a piece of like an old corn cob that looks like it's kind of deformed, probably couldn't sell it or anything, and hands it to him, and the ox seems very pleased with this.
And she'll pet the ox and head back to the others.
Alrighty, so where's the trouble brewing there, Piggy?
They say up that way. To the what was the name of the farm?
Around in here. That's between a bunch of different farms. This one is the McFarland farm. That's where the boy was killed. Right here. But it's up in like sort of this area right in here where there's a few farms that meet sort of in this corner area. That's where the attacks have been happening, primarily. But they've been sort of expanding out from there.
They said that a boy died up at a farm that way. The McFarlands. We should speak to them next. See if they're still around there.
Ah, Christ, as long as you can get us there, I don't know where the hell we are. It's all green. It's fucking terrible.
I like that everyone who's from Waterdeep thinks this is the fucking worst thing that's ever happened.
There's too much space,
I hate it.
and it smells too clean.
All right, so you head back. You head over to here, around this way, and as you're walking in, you see a rather unusual sight, which is where those three fields meet. When you're sort of trying to find the entrance to where the homes are, there are quick math. 6 scarecrows, all at this little crossroads. That seems like entirely too many scarecrows for the size of the area that they're in.
I'm feeling a little outnumbered here. Is this normal, Piggy? Like, are you... This seems
Not,
like...
not particularly.
Did they happen to tell you what these, scarecrows are doing to people? Like, how does the death happen?
That I don't know.
Oh, we should.
Uh,
She's
probably...
gonna go up to one of those and sort of poke at it.
Okay, cool. All right, you're just gonna go up and poke at it. Why
Well,
don't
she's
you roll
gonna
me
go,
a-
not kind of look closely.
All right, give me a d6 and a perception check, please. Okay.
In a perception. Boink.
Okay. For reasons, I'm not gonna just for reasons. I'm gonna move us to this map. Arrange yourselves how you would be along this path here. And Piggy, we're gonna say you're going up. You've walked closer to one of the ones around here. Okay. And all right, everyone happy with where they are?
Sure.
Okay. All right, and Piggy, as you sort of get closer to look at it and be like, "Is this something?" You notice too late as it starts moving that some of them are alive, and this one slashes out at you. You with a claw. But luckily, you notice just in time and sort of manage to hop back and dodge its attack. But these scarecrows seem upset at you, and we need to roll initiative, please.
Oh, they have claws. That's how they do it. Piggy, another one of mine with no ability to initiative.
Roll your owl in separately, by the way, Babs. Now that it has a token.
Christ, Wester, save it.
Hey, Bab. There. All right.
It's so tiny.
He's so tiny. All right, Wester, you see this one lunge at Piggy, and some of the other ones come to life. What are you doing?
Ah, what the crap? This is why nobody goes out into the... Ah!
This isn't normal, Wester. That's why we're here.
Scarecrows laugh? Do they go to sleep? Fucking... Ah! And then I will put a crossbow into the one at Piggy after I kind of get out of the way.
Okay. So you shoot at it, it connects, but it seems to just stick in the straw body of the scarecrow, and it just doesn't do much. It does some, but a lot of the blow, the sort of the bite of the blow seems to be cushioned away. Babs.
Okay. All right. So they're scratching at us. Okay, that's fine. All right. So I guess I've only really seen this one move since it scratched at her. So I guess I'll attack at that one. Ah.
Ooh, that's gonna go wide. That don't hit.
Oh my god, it's all this fresh air. What's going on? The wind's blowing funny. The grass is real tall out here. And now it's scratching at my friend.
This is corn, by the way. Just so.
The grass is very
Real
tall, and
tall.
it has orange on top, or yellow on top.
Well, it's very early in the season, so it's probably like 2 inches tall. But sure.
Very
not quite
tall,
that,
like I
because
said.
otherwise they would have cover from you because you would be able to see through it because you're too short.
Enough with the short jokes, Gad.
Devin is going to fire his bow at the one harassing Piggy.
Sure, roll it for me. That'll hit.
Damage and sneak attack.
Woof. Okay, you have the same experience Wester did, which is that your attack strike's true, but it's just that all the cushion around it is just taking a lot of the oomph out of your attacks.
That's no good.
Crag.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Have either of these scarecrows gone?
None of them have gone. Well, this one is gone. That one is gone, but none of the other ones have. They just started
Alright.
moving.
Sure. I will take out my. Let's go battle axe.
Okay.
No shield because one life to live here.
As these kids say, YOLO.
Yes. And I will go start to try to go ham.
All right, roll it.
Sure.
That'll hit.
Nice.
That'll hit. All right. 9 damage. You get what you know should definitely be a devastating blow, and it cuts into it a little bit, but they're too squishy. Too damn squishy.
Fiend.
All right. Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Al.
Question, sir. So, I don't know how this works, but I want him to take the help action. I want him to fly on over here and go and, like, you know, try and fly up in his face and distract him and then do the flyby thing, but can I do that and then just say he takes the help action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that's what he's gonna do then.
Okay, so your next attack against that one has advantage. This one, Crag, is going to attempt to attack back. He does manage to connect once, somehow, for 7 damage.
18's the number to hit.
Okay, yeah, well, it's slightly more likely then, but still only 1 hit for 5 damage.
Sure.
And he says he swings at you with both clawed hands. This scarecrow has a rotting pumpkin for a head. Just for do something. Pudge.
Eat time to make pumpkin pie! And he winds up with a 2-handed quarterstaff and swings. Probably not.
13 will hit.
Oh!
Not hard to hit.
9 on the bludgeoning.
Okay. But you have a similar issue that everyone else has been having.
That's
Your
fine.
attack is just sort of some of the oomph is leaked out of it.
And then with a flurry of pudges, he will pudge.
Okay.
12.
Also hit. Also hit. Yep.
And 24.
And also hit. So there we go.
Bud.
Yeah. All right. This one steps down and moves down to here. And Devin, you look over as it comes across the field at you, and you're overcome with a sort of, you realize it's got red glowing coals for eyes underneath it's this blanket that's covering it, and you can feel fear start to grip you, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
I get an advantage on this because I'm a brave boy.
You are a brave boy.
So
That's
the
good.
18.
It's a really good thing you had advantage. You managed to shake off the fear because you're such a brave boy. And Piggy, it is your turn.
I thought you were only coming out at night. But bonus actions to Laylee, and smack!
That'll hit. And your attack strikes true.
She's staying where she is on this guy.
All right. On this guy's turn, you feel a similar sense of fear start to grip you as gripped Devin just a moment ago, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you, please. That was very good. All right, you are also fine. Wester.
So I just looked through my spell list. Not helpful. I'm gonna shoot this scarecrow over here.
Sure. Also, if any of you would like, on your turn, you can roll me a nature check to learn more about scarecrows. But, gonna roll me an attack, or... Yeah, that'll do it.
I had to aim. You know,
Yeah, it's very crucial.
it's like one of the two things that I've hit.
There you go. All right, Babs.
Okay, talking in the wrong mic there. Sorry about that. Okay, so, yeah, more of the same, only hopefully better this time. He shakes out his hand and tries Ray of Frost again at the one in front of Piggy. Yeah, it's all that walking. It got me a hand cramp or something.
It got you a hand cramp. That
Yeah,
happens.
that's how that works. When you get old,
That'll
your
hit.
circulation doesn't quite, yeah.
That'll hit. Yeah, you make that scarecrow. You see frost appearing all over the straw sticking out of him. This one has a sackcloth hood. And you freeze him real good. Anything else?
No, I'm just hiding behind Wester.
All right, Devin.
Devin is going to shift in towards Crag and fire upon this one.
Okay.
10
10 will not hit, unfortunately.
Damn, okay.
No. Anything else?
That'll be all for now.
All right, Crag.
Yeah, I'll take out my shield, and I want to bash this thing.
Are you equipping
Can I
your shield?
bash
Because it's an action to equip your shield.
Oh, it's an action?
Yeah, to put on a shield is an action, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, I will continue to bash.
Okay.
Ooh, an 8. I don't have
8
advantage
will
on
not
it anymore.
hit, unfortunately, no. Yeah, if only. Get the owl to come over here to do some work.
Let's... Okay, I think that's it.
Okay. Owl.
Yeah, Owl's gonna go ahead and do that same thing on Piggy, since there's 3 of them over there trying to fight one scarecrow, and poor little Piggy, poor little girl over here needs some, help. There you go. Help. Get him.
Okay. All right. Next attack on that one has advantage. This one is going to spin around and attack Pudge, because Pudge is the last one to hit him. Go! Claw.
14 to hit.
14 to hit. 1 hit for 8 damage. And I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. All right, you are all set. You feel the same sort of paralyzing fear that tried to grip Devin and Piggy, but you are okay.
Okay.
Pudge.
Pudge looked at him, and Pudge is holding a quarterstaff, and he looks at the scarecrow, and he looks at the quarterstaff, and he looks at the scarecrow, looks at the quarterstaff, and he just slams his quarterstaff into the ground, reaches out, grabs the stick that the scarecrow is on, grabs that stick and just smashes the scarecrow into the ground to see if he can do that.
I guess that would be a grapple check. I think that's a reasonable.
We can call that a grapple check, sure.
Give me athletics. All right, 17. That's pretty good. All right, you grab a hold of that scarecrow.
He's just smashing the scarecrow into the ground, and rather than trying to smash the scarecrow with a stick.
Sure. Why don't we represent that by saying your unarmed strikes? We'll use that to represent you smashing it into the ground.
Sure.
Because we'll say you're proficient in scarecrow.
Apparently not.
No, not quite. It's hard to. He's really floppy, being made of straw and all that. So you try to slam him into the ground, but it just sort of. It's like, remember when SpongeBob, that guy tried to beat up SpongeBob and it just didn't do anything to him? It's kind of like that. You just sort of push him into the ground and you get like a face full of straw air, but nothing else happens.
That's fair. Out of curiosity, since he's grappled and I can control his movement, can I like hold him down so he's prone for the others?
I would say you'd have to give up the ability to do damage to him to do that.
Then no problem. I'm just smashing him into the ground.
You're just smashing him into the ground at the moment. All right. This one is going to come forward a little bit more and is going to look at you, Babs, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure Babs is very wise. He strikes me as a very wise individual. Apparently wise enough. Babs also shakes off the terror, and the scarecrow looks very frustrated with itself. But he moves over. He finishes his movement here. Piggy.
And smack.
All right, 8 more damage. The scarecrow's there's stuffing and straw coming out of every bit of him, but he's still holding together. And he's going to attempt to return the favor to you with some claws. It's 15 AC accurate?
15, yes.
Okay. And he's going to... So that's 1 hit, 7 damage. I need a wisdom saving throw. Ooh. You are frightened until the end of the scarecrow's next turn.
So when it's my turn, I run?
No, just frightened. So you can't move any closer to this scarecrow, and as long as you can see him, you have disadvantage on attack rolls. Okay. Wester.
Oh, that guy's really close.
He is indeed.
I don't like that.
Fair enough.
We're just gonna shoot and then move. Piggy looks like she's getting some work done, so I'm gonna not help Piggy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I guess move in a more downwards way, so at least it has to pick.
Sure.
That'll be it.
Question, Mr. Dam, sir.
Sure.
Roundabouts, how much do these guys weigh? Just ballpark.
Pudge shakes
Probably
it. He's
like
it's like 20 pounds.
Not a ton. I'd say probably somewhere in the order of 50 pounds.
Good lord.
The whole scarecrow.
Okay.
Evil's heavy, man. Evil's weighty.
Alrighty. I'm going to take one of the, I'm gonna take the, one of the books out of my, off my pack. Probably the history of the study of the owlbear mating. And,
however many habits, yep.
Oh yeah, totally. I have that. And I'm gonna, as I,
check it out.
Chuck it at
Were you
him.
trying to catapult the scarecrows themselves?
Well, I didn't know they'd be made of rocks, so, God, I have no frame of reference for how much a scarecrow weighs. Isn't it just supposed to be fluff in there?
To be fair. They're not an object, they're a creature.
They should be objects is what they should be, but this one's not.
True. Okay, so you catapult
Stop objectifying these scarecrows.
Yeah. So you catapult it, so it needs to make a dex save. What's your DC?
Hold on, I'm trying to decide which... Alright, it's 60 feet, so I think I'm gonna actually... Piggy's gonna have Owl to help her, so I'm gonna chuck it at this guy over here as I back away from the one in front of me.
So you're doing it over here?
Yes, sir.
Pudge winds up.
Okay, so that's a deck save. What's the DC?
14, sir.
14. Okay, it fails. So 3d8 bludgeoning. Roll it. You know this is going to destroy the book, right?
It's okay. I read the cliff notes on it. That's all I was gonna get from it.
That's disappointing. I already had most of it written. Now we'll never be able to read it. Devin.
All right, Devin is going to trade bow for short sword. Click in here and short sword.
9's not going to do it, unfortunately.
Bonus action to disengage and move back.
It's very brave. I appreciate that. Crag.
Oh, I'm not that brave.
All right. Crag will continue to hack and slash.
Okay, roll it. That'll hit. Alrighty. It's looking like stuffing's coming out, and the rotten pumpkin's starting to ooze a little bit, but it's still standing.
All right, that's really it.
All right, Owl.
It's... Get it. Get it. Get it. Help.
All right, so it's just helping. All right, this guy, Pudge just grabbed it, so he's gonna try to attack Pudge. 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 Hey, Pudge.
Yeah,
That's 15 damage, Pudge.
that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's both the claws just sort of rake across your chest.
Blood.
And Pudge falls to the ground, and the scarecrow stands up. Its pride seemingly injured by the fact it was grabbed by its stick and whacked around a little bit. But it is still there. Pudge, in secret, to the GM, please make me a death saving throw.
That's I gotta type. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. You can make it. Unless it's a 20, we can move on. All right, this guy. Babs just launched a perfectly good book at his buddy, so he's gonna come for Babs. He's a big fan of reading this scarecrow. Okay, that is one attack for 5 damage, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Babs.
I don't like when they're up in my face like that.
Oh, Babs. You are frightened of this scarecrow until the end of the scarecrow's next turn.
How much damage was that?
5.
Okay.
Piggy!
So with the help, I'm normal again?
You are normal again, correct.
Back.
And that is... Uh-huh.
I'm going to bonus action healing word at Pudge.
Okay. You take a mighty two-handed swing and take the sackcloth head off of this one, and it collapses to the ground. And then turn and heal Pudge for 5. Pudge lives!
Pudge!
Death. Dirt.
And then she is going to scoot. How far is that? Far enough. This way.
Okay.
And
Wester.
Oh, this is really annoying. Okay, I want to make my nature check on scarecrows.
Sure, give me a nature. Alright, so what you know about scarecrows is scarecrows are, according to folklore, when truly evil people die, sometimes their spirits come back and animate scarecrows to sort of terrorize people again in the afterlife. their whole deal is sort of causing fear and slipping in unknown and then terrorizing people. That's what they like to do. As far as mechanically, setting them on fire is a great idea because they are just made of straw. But virtue of the fact they're made of straw, weapon attacks are less effective. You also know they are not really susceptible to a lot of the more mental-based attacks because they're just scarecrows.
Fire, eh? Well, I don't have any fire on me.
Fire,
But
you
I've
say?
got
Intriguing.
oil.
Yeah.
So I would like to. Would it be easier to throw the flask of oil at the scarecrow, or would it be easier to be next to him and try to dump it on him?
I feel like each are going to be equally as difficult because I bet you're proficient in oil.
That is also correct.
So it would just be a straight dex check, probably. I would allow strength if you prefer strength, but I think you'd prefer dex. If I had to guess.
I would prefer dexterity.
Okay, so just give me a dex check. Okay, which one are you checking it at?
The fresh one down to the south.
Okay, you cover him in oil.
Okay, now somebody light him on. Okay, somebody light him on fire. See, he's all oily.
All right, Babs, are you going to take that opportunity? Are you going to carpe that diem and light him on fire?
Currently searching for things that light on fire. I was dealing more in the cold area.
You can't just bring Kyra in for half a second and have her light it on fire. And then...
Who's that? She sounds great.
No, I don't think the more smaller in stature of those among you would appreciate her presence. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Yeah, sorry. I don't have anything. I don't have a fire starter. I have a music box. Does that light things on fire?
Buster's like, I have this great idea. And Babs is like, sorry, it sounds cool, but can't help you.
That does sound really nice. But I can't help you there.
So what are you going to do?
Alright, yeah, I guess... Oh, shit. I guess I'll cast Mage Armor. Like, I don't have much else. I mean... And I don't want to get hit.
You are mage armored up. Devin.
Devin is going to trade empty hand for a dagger, bump in here, and short sword.
Alright. That'll hit.
I will add the sneak attack to that.
Okay.
And I will dagger.
Don't you want to roll the damage of the thing? Okay, there we go. You don't need a dagger because it's dead.
Oh. Loading.
Did you say you can't just say loading. That's not how that works.
Devin's gonna move to there. Can I throw the dagger as the bonus action?
Sure.
Sure. Subtract 2 from this roll. 21 to hit.
It hits. Fine. Why subtract 2?
Offhand.
That's not how that works. They're both light. You're fine.
You just don't get the damage. You just don't get the damage.
Yeah, you don't get to add dex to damage, but there's no.
I've been doing this wrong all my life.
Well, I'm glad to have been there to help you learn how to do it right.
All right, subtract 5 from this then, right?
Correct. Okay,
so
you have
4.
Yep. Alrighty. Yeah, the in 5e, it's you just can't have a main hand and offhand that are not light unless you have the feat. But other than that, there's no penalty to it. Other than you can't add your damage mod to the offhand unless you have the fighting style. For it. Okay. Crag, the one in front of you is dead, slain by Devin's hand.
Okay.
And it looks like there's only like one more up.
One more up. This one over here. Yep. It's covered in oil, and Wester has said to set it on fire if that is something you would like to.
They don't really do fire.
Okay, fair enough.
This,
Wester came up with a great plan. No one is on board
I'm
with.
dying over here about this.
It's very good.
Well,
It's very good.
Piggy has like, because I was gonna ask on my turn.
Well, let's
She
let
has-
Crag do his thing.
Could do a thing.
Let's let Crag do
I
his thing.
mean, they seem to got it.
Okay, you're just gonna chill.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just walk over. I mean, there's nothing. There's no. I guess there's nothing around us except for this one thing.
I mean, there's fields and trees, and there's like homes off this way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll walk over here, equip my shield, and yeah, tell them and give them words of encouragement. You guys can do it. I have faith.
Okay.
'Cause
Owl. Yeah, because you take your action to put on the shield, unless you want a bonus action like Hunter's Mark. I don't know I don't remember how fast Owl.
And we haven't seen anything else move. I guess. I mean, he's up in the air. How high up are the scarecrows? Like, how tall are they?
Like 4.5, 5 feet max.
Oh, okay. He's gonna come over this way, and since there's nothing to really, all right, he'll come this way. He can't quite get there, and I don't want to put him too far down one direction, so that's it.
Okay, this one's dead. Pudge, you have been awakened.
Pudge leaps to his feet, kicks into his little Tabaxi extra burst of speed, comes barreling over towards the scarecrow and just leaps upon it, clubbing at it with the corpse of its brethren.
Kill a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Thank you.
That's
Okay.
it.
All right. Again, I'm sorry. I don't think you're proficient in Scarecrow.
It's a quarterstaff. It's a stick with a weight on it. Come on.
I mean, a quarterstaff is specifically not a stick with a weight on it.
Apparently, it's like 50 pounds too. That's a hell of a weight.
It's a maul, is what this is. But I'll accept that I don't have the.
I'm sorry. I
skill.
Scarecrows were not made to hit people to death with.
How long would it
just
take to
weren't,
get
I'm sorry.
proficient in Scarecrow?
Okay, that's fine. I'll take the unproficient attack here.
Please
Just
do.
D20.
That'll still hit.
That'll still hit.
And I'll throw you a bone. I'll say it's a D10 because it's heavy.
Woo!
Let's say D10.
1.
Okay. You would
Could
have.
you use the bone instead?
I get a bonus to strength, so I get that's a 2. So it's 2 damage, and then I'll follow up with a normal punch.
Okay.
Worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it. 100%. Oh, no, I can't follow up with a normal punch because I have to do it with a monk weapon, and I don't think that's a monk weapon. So I'm done. 100%.
Can't you still bonus action attack with a punch? Regardless?
No, it's a bonus monk weapon.
Oh,
I
right.
think it's got to be a monk weapon.
Sorry. Dude. There it goes. I don't think your monastery trained with scarecrows. I just don't think that was the thing that happened.
You don't know my monastery.
This guy's gonna attack Babs again, I guess. Babs is just, this seems like the easiest target.
I'm
Sorry,
all mage
Babs.
armor now.
Yeah, but
You
he
can't
still
hit
hit
me.
Ooh.
No, he can't.
Oh.
It sounds like you
Babs.
could.
Oh, Babs, it seems like he can hit you like real good, actually. Like secretly, like real good. That's 16 damage there, Babs. As he brings down a devastating, double hammer hit over the head, down onto your head in a sort of comical Three Stooges-esque fashion. and it makes a bonk, and Pet falls over.
Wester, quit playing in the grass.
But somebody
Babs,
fucking light it on fire!
Piggy.
You should have checked with other people first.
You should have known none of us could light things on fire.
The question I had was, since it's covered in oil, she has Druidcraft, which could start like a campfire. Could she start a campfire on the oil? Would that work?
I would, if you make me a spell attack roll, because he's not gonna like just sit there and let you do it like a campfire would. I say if you make a spell attack roll and beat his AC, yes, you can set him on fire.
Okay, so I'll just roll a Thorn Whip for that.
Sure,
I
that
guess?
works. Yeah, that's fine. It's a spell attack roll. It's the same. Same
11?
bonus. 11 is exactly enough, and he bursts into flame.
And then bonus action healing word. Babs?
All right.
Don't be dead.
Yay!
How is there no flame symbol? What are you doing, Roll20?
So does it do damage?
Yeah, roll me a d6, please. This is on fire.
Lamb!
Oh yeah, you don't like that at all. He flails around on fire. Wester, your plan has come to fruition.
Man, did that take a hot minute.
A couple seconds, excuse.
Well, thanks, Piggy. I appreciate it. Everybody else just can't do it. I get it.
It was a good idea.
So it's going to rub the two stick together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna add insult to injury and try to shoot it, and then probably miss. Hey!
That'll hit.
All right.
Look at that big damage. Boom.
Yeah, I got nothing else.
Okay. Babs.
Was previously down. Now thanks to Piggy. He jumps up and grabs the dagger out of his shoe like shit. He doesn't know what to do with this thing. What is yeah.
Yay!
Or he does.
Yeah, that'll hit. Look at that. That's big damage.
Thanks for the help, Piggy.
No problem. I'm glad
Yeah,
you're
man.
okay.
All right, is my dagger still in him?
I mean,
The one that I
Probably.
threw?
probably, yeah, you stabbed it into him real good.
Do I have to... How do I get it out of him to stab him again with it?
I mean, walking up to him and grabbing it would be first step. Unfortunately, right now he's kind of on fire, which
Okay,
is
well,
not conducive
I'll
to
at
grabbing on the
least
dagger.
walk up to him and stab him with my short sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll hit, yeah, for sure.
Damage plus neck attack.
11.
7 plus
All right,
4,
yeah.
11. I guess that's just all that'll do.
I'll allow you a dex save to try to grab it out without taking fire damage.
That's perfect.
It's a trap.
Okay. Okay, it is a little hot, but you pull it out. It burns your hand a little bit, and when I say a little bit, I really mean a little bit for one specific point of fire damage. But you are able to return your dagger to your hand.
Was that my bonus action?
I'm gonna say yeah, because normally when you like throw weapons like that,
Acceptable.
they're not recoverable until after combat. So I'll say yeah. Bonus. Grab that. Crag.
Seeing them struggle to fell this wicked scarecrow, I guess I'll help out.
All right.
And so I'll take up my battle axe and whiff.
11. No, that's not a whiff. That's exactly enough. Crag preserves effort, not do things with more work than required.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Okay. Owl.
I really want the owl to get a kill, but that won't happen in this color. So he's just gonna fly in and give an assist and then zonk out.
Okay. Excellent. Pudge, you'll have advantage to try to hit with the scarecrow.
Yeah.
You know you wanna.
I have to.
All right, 19 will definitely hit. Yeah, absolutely. Roll me some damage.
Eight.
Excellent.
And do I get any like bonus because they're both flammable and I'm kind of like adding fuel to him? Trying.
I mean, I feel like that would just turn your scarecrow on fire.
I'm good with this.
Babs'
Yeah,
hair is not good with this.
Now you are holding a flaming scarecrow. Okay, I assume that's it.
That's it.
All right, this scarecrow's turn. Doesn't like sort of anything that's happening right now. Currently, Pudge has a weapon that's on fire though, and he really doesn't like that. So he's going to try to make that not be a thing anymore. Poor Pudge. Poor Pudge.
Well,
Is your AC 14? Is that accurate?
It is 14.
Okay, yeah,
I don't know how to use this. Meh.
Don't know how to use what?
It's not clickable. The stupid portent thing. I rolled my rolls. And I want to use one of my rolls so Pudge doesn't go down.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the 9, I think.
Okay. Alright, that will make one of them miss. How much health did you have, Pudge?
I had 5.
Okay, Pudge is still down. Because both attacks hit, and both of them did more than 5 damage. So it was a nice thought. But Pudge was, he was scary.
I tried, Pudge. I'm sorry.
So, Piggy, at the beginning of your turn, roll me a d6 for the fire damage he's taking, because he's on fire. Okay, he's still alive. Oh, actually, no, he's totally not. He in the act of petty defiance, he knocks Pudge out and then crumbles to ash himself.
Yeah, she's got her shillelagh up, like she's gonna like beat its head off, and then it just falls over.
It just falls over. Yeah.
Pudge. No Pudge.
I will aggressively attack his throat with a good berry.
Ugh.
Aren't you supposed to be good with words there, Wester? That was terrible.
Horrifying image in my brain now.
Really? Nobody's gonna fucking give me a throwback on that one? Fucking A.
I'm gonna say throwback to what?
I'm gonna leave you hanging because they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, apparently. Jesus. It happened last session, guys.
That was like a month ago.
I mean, last session wasn't last session was 2 weeks ago. But
We can't be reasonably expected to remember 14 days in the past.
I have kids. That's like 2 months ago.
yeah, it's hard for Crag to remember things 4 months ago. Okay, like it's a lot of work for him. Okay, so you guys have defeated the Scarecrow, or all of the Scarecrows, and successfully. Congratulations!
Yay!
So the other ones are just normal ones?
The other ones are just Scarecrows.
Okay.
Burn them anyway!
Yeah, yes, Devin, yes.
Okay, you can burn them.
They paid us to do a job. Destroy Scarecrows. Got it.
They sit there and take it.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
And take it. Like the giant wimps that they are. And you have successfully destroyed the Scarecrows.
Was there any...
Please don't set the field on fire in the process.
Oh, we'll keep it under control. We'll dig fire lines if we need to.
Were there any people that came out? Like, that own the farms?
There's no activity at the ones to the south of you. And it's in the middle of the workday right now, so the other ones over here probably aren't home. So no, they don't really know.
Alrighty. Just, trying to come off as a hero. The more people that see that, the more business we get. So, okay, that's fine. This is good.
Oh, it's okay. We're not doing this for the fame. We're doing this for the money.
But
Yeah.
the
Right.
first leads to more of this. Never mind.
Furry one's got the right idea. Let's head back, shall we?
We're not doing this for the fame. We're just doing
Do
it
you
for
want
the
the beds or not, Devin?
Sure, it's whatever.
I already got my bed. You
Well,
saw
Devin is
that.
ready to go
Thank you
back.
very much.
Let's head to the farm where the boy died. I want to speak with his family if they're still there.
All right.
Okay, so you approach the McFarland farm, and it looks like they're not there. It looks like they kind of left in a hurry. It's possible, maybe they're off, somewhere else, maybe to family members, but right now there's no one here, and it looks like there hasn't been anyone here for a couple days.
Do we see any other scarecrows about?
I mean, there are other scarecrows. Every farm
In
here has
awkward
scarecrows.
locations.
No, you don't see any more that sort of give you pause like those ones did.
It already had
Pudge
pause.
was. Damn you, Casey.
Fucking
Do it.
Jesus Christ. I need to implement like a pun tax where the reward for whatever quest you're on goes down for every terrible pun that's made.
Nope,
We
not
will be
happening.
paying our cuss givers at that point.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm very much aware.
We could at least rest here for a while.
You're gonna start stealing produce?
Well,
I
I
mean,
mean, there's no one here to take. It's gonna go bad if no one takes. I'm not
Oh.
stealing. I'm just testing for future purchases. Just the weird shaped ones. There was weird shaped ones, right?
I'm the rogue here, and I don't condone.
Why do you think I was motioning to you with the big pockets over there?
Yeah, but he's saying even the rogue doesn't condone what you're doing. Think about
And
that.
just taking the misshapen ones, they're not even here. We need to start making
It's
stuff
okay
to sell,
steal,
you guys.
so long as they're not home when you do it. It's making the pies.
We've had this pie discussion how many times? That's mud, Pudge.
You should try the pie. The pie is so
I've
good.
tried too, and you fooled me both times. Fool me once. Those are rocks in my mouth. Fool me twice. And it just, it hurts inside, when it goes
He did make
through.
pies recently. They were very lovely.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
Pretty and tasty are two different things. What kind of pies?
Well, this one had some of the tomatoes, some of the green things I found, a red thing.
That's really hard to put on a recipe card there, Pudge.
You gotta take the green things and you line them up like this, and you take the red ones and you line them up like that, and you take the purple one, and you make the turkle and the turkle and the turkle.
So
it
true.
was edible.
And if it's edible, we can sell it.
Yes, it's an edible arrangement.
But I do think we should at least rest here for a while.
We could go back to our house.
I don't think we're finished here.
Oh.
I mean, you were told there was one scarecrow, and you just dealt with three. So
I would.
I heard scarecrows. I didn't hear one.
he's
Let's keep
all the
going.
guy said was a scarecrow has been being terrorized by is terrorizing the farms around there.
Well, I mean, Piggy's the one that brought it to us, so I side with her. Let's keep going, Piggy.
Just to look around, talk to the other people, see if there's anything other awkward things. awkward position things, like they were going after the houses up here or some such. But if everything looks fine and they took out all of them, then hooray! If not, there's more work to do.
Well, I mean, you'd probably have to do that over the course of a couple days, because I mean, they're not going to know when, like, you just killed them. Like, as far as they know, they're still around. But we can just sort of hand wave that and say that you check back in every day for the next couple days, and you would find that the attacks have stopped and no one else has seen the scarecrows or been hurt by them since you dealt with them. So it seems like you got all of them.
Okay.
Just want to be thorough there to make sure that we gather all the experience of killing any applicable scarecrows.
So are you stealing produce or not? That's
Apparently not.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to join in either.
Okay, so
I don't believe that is a good idea.
I was just going to sample the things that would go bad because of their absence anyways.
You're such a kind soul, Vess. Truly.
I mean, think of the smell when they come back. It will be real gross. I'm doing them a favor.
But you decide to leave without taking any produce and return home. You guys are able to collect your money, no problem. But when you return home to Trollskull Alley, something is amiss. As you enter the bottom floor where the tavern was, there are lights on, and as you come in, there is a gentleman, very finely dressed, sitting on a table eating one of the pies that you had made, Pudge. And he says,
hello.
"Oh, you've returned. Excellent."
God damn it. Who was last out and didn't lock the door?
Oh, well, you did lock it, absolutely. But, I have a key. And he holds out a little key.
So you're the new roommate, eh?
Oh, I'm not going to be living here. This place is disgusting.
Hey,
You know something.
this place is
We've been
good.
working on it.
It's mud pie.
Well, clearly
We
not
have
very
been.
hard.
To be fair, we haven't been working on it.
He says, Charles Trugrist of the Waterdeep Troop at your service.
Hello,
Well,
Charles.
Are you planning on selling these pie things? They are quite good.
I don't know yet.
Really, they are good.
See?
You
No,
sure
Pudge,
about
they
that?
actually really are good.
No, they really are good.
Shit, Pudge.
Like, objectively, they're pretty fucking good.
Well, all right then, that changes things. I mean, we don't know what we're going to do, I don't think, right?
The trick is when you need the dough, you're like, and he's like just beating the crap out of a little bit of dough.
Right. Well, if that's who you're going to have in the kitchen, I recommend keeping the door closed. I don't think patrons will like finding all the hair in their food.
I'm sorry. Who are you again, and why are you, here when...
I told you, Charles Trugrist of the Waterdeep.
Right, of the Waterdeep. That's great. Why are you here?
Because I own a portion of this business.
Babsabir is going to slowly pan over and up to the crag.
Over and way up.
Super up.
So this is who you chose to take your room there, Crag. Seems like a nice fellow.
I didn't choose. He had money. He paid.
Indeed. Crag and I reached a most equitable business arrangement.
Indeed.
And just to be clear, I will not be living here. But as a fellow business owner, I'm sure you can understand that I would like to check in, have equal vote on the goings-on around here. Partners after all.
I mean, that's fair. We're not exactly sure what we're going to be doing here. Right now, it's a roof over our heads. That's all.
Well, I recommend selling these pies. They're quite good.
We'll look into that. We need to speak to the guilds around. Make sure everything's on the level.
Yes, I'm sure you will.
If you happen to have any social influence that could get us in a few doors, I'm sure that would be much help. Partner.
Influence. I'm sure you've heard of my family name. Of course I can get you meetings with whatever guild you like. That is easy.
Actually, the first time you kind of cut out a little bit when you said your family name, and the second time we didn't hear a family name at all. It literally just sounded like you said of Waterdeep.
Nope, I said Charles Truegrist of the Waterdeep Truegrists. I've said it 3 times now. Please do keep up. Aren't you supposed to be some sort of reporter or something? You'd think listening would be a skill you'd be good at.
To be completely honest, I was kind of ignoring the fact that you were here. I do apologize.
Oh, I see. Well, I wouldn't recommend doing that in the future. Especially if you wish to have a profitable business relationship.
That leads me to my next question, Mr. Charles. What sort of business experience do you have?
Oh, quite a bit. You see, I'm the heir to a quite large mining fortune.
That don't mean you have business experience. What business experience do you
disagree. I've spent far more time around business than you have, I'm sure.
Different kind of business, but I'm sure I've got the mind for it.
He gave me real good money. He's successful.
Fine, Crag.
Yeah, having money doesn't mean you're successful.
I'd had business experience.
I thought that's what business is about, making money. He gave me money. You give me no money. He's successful. You guys kind of successful.
I just want to make sure you're not a daddy's boy with your hand in your father's pockets.
Ah, I see. Well, rest assured, while my father has given me several advantages in life, I've earned what I have myself.
That's all I needed to know. I don't care how you started, as long as you're able to earn your keep.
Oh, yes, I will be able to earn my way, no problem. Certainly better than the likes of some of you. Well, I must be off. Please do be in touch, and if you wish to set up an appointment with guilds, please don't hesitate to come by, and we can get something going. And he puts down a business card on the table, and he walks out with a wave and a toodaloo.
Toodaloo!
Bye-bye.
See, he nice.
Yeah, he's very nice.
He not even stay here. Take master bedroom, which I was in. Oh, it's free. Should I just move back in?
I see no reason why not.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't seem very fair there. I mean, I want Crag around, but he gets to sell his portion. We get this hoo-ha that kind of owns part of our non-business now. This just doesn't sound... It sounds all sorts of messed up.
I know take profit from business.
There's not going to be any profit from the business.
See, that's the thing.
Well,
if we don't do anything with the
successful,
if we don't do anything with
3,000 gold coins for room, and I stay in room. He's smart. He knows how to make money.
I don't understand money, and even I could tell that doesn't make much sense.
See,
okay, I'll move back in. I'll furnish it myself. No worries.
But see, here's the thing. If there's no business, we don't have to deal with him. He doesn't want the building. He can't take the building from us. We own it 4-1. 4-1, 5-1?
5-1.
5-1. against him. Unless he swings more people to his side, he can't outvote us. I say we let him lose money on his investment and just keep the building, furnish it ourselves, and live. I'm fine with that. And if we decide to sell the building, we'll bring him in and we'll have him find the best offer for us.
Pudge was looking forward to Pudge and Pie.
Geez, Pudge and Pie.
That seems mean. Tell him that he have his dream.
What?
Dream crusher.
He can still make his
Pudge,
pie.
I support you.
Thank
So
you.
Sean, how given my history in Waterdeep, how often do nobles in a situation where it deals with property laws, taxes, just end up getting their way?
Oh, that's a really interesting question you've just asked there, Kyle. I would say all of the time. All of the time.
Like near 100%.
Near 100%.
Yeah, guys, there's just fucking nothing. We're fucked.
Near 100%. Yeah.
What do you mean?
He's a noble. He has a title. We don't. So we don't mean anything, and he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants.
But don't we have a a piece of paper with our names on it that say that we own this here building?
Yeah, and he has a piece of paper that's about a mile long with his genetic lineage showing that he's a noble of Waterdeep. And that paper says to just go fuck ourselves.
So his paper is longer and therefore trumps our paper's ownage of this building here now?
I mean, if you want to, downsize it a little bit, yeah, pretty much. I mean, he's family, he is, there's 70 noble families?
There's a lot. There's a fair few, yeah, but less than 100.
Look, the way I see it, we don't have a problem now. If we have a problem later, we just stab him and leave him in the sewer.
Ooh, would not recommend.
We just stab him and leave him in the sewer.
Murder of a noble is a really big deal.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys read. I don't know if you guys read the code legal you got, but it's kind of a really big deal.
Why murder? He's fine. He's a nice guy. He gave me money. He owns part. No. You guys seem salty.
Bold of you to assume Devin and Brevin actually read the laws of this city.
If he's gonna break them, he should definitely know them.
Babs doesn't understand where you get a contract and get paid a house with it and now you don't own it. Babs just doesn't get that at all.
Oh, Babs, it's a game of inches. So we're gonna have this building, right? And even if we don't put a business into it, we're still gonna be breaking some sort of weird, obscure government tax law, probably about cleaning up shit off of our porch or not running a business in a business area. And then that's going to ensue a couple of fines. We won't know about those fines, so we won't be able to pay them, and that he will eventually buy us out without us knowing, and then he will own this place.
But see, that's where I'm confused there. How can he buy us out without us knowing or signing any kind of documents there?
Hey, why do you not want to run Pudge and Pie?
And shut up, Craig, because you sold this and caused this whole
That's
fucking
not
mess
nice.
right now. Yeah, well,
You
you're
guys
not,
not come with me. You guys not come with me.
Craig,
We're good friends.
We
That's
are going
what
to go with you, but we are just not that
when
strong.
Craig needed you. I believe in you. You need to believe in yourself more.
So, those of you who are familiar with Waterdeep can roll me a history check to see how true what Wester is saying is. Okay, wow. So, Wester, you're pretty sure you're right. Crag, you know that what Wester's saying rings true. Nobles have their own set of rules that they can play by. Best case scenario, he can tell you guys to do whatever you want with the property, and you just get dragged along with him. That's kind of best case scenario. Worst case scenario, he could probably absolutely maneuver his way into a position where he just owns it outright, and you guys don't. That's totally possible. Babs, you would confirm that is totally a thing that could happen in Waterdeep. It's not fair, it's not right, but nobles are a step above regular people and therefore have a different set of rules that apply to them.
And I guess I suddenly know that from reading a book or something. I don't know.
You have a book on the rules of Waterdeep, and you're like, I'll do some research, and then you do, and you're like, oh shit, Wester was right.
Yeah, I clamp it shut angrily and go, well, thanks, Crag. You really kind of fucked us over here by selling us out to the noble. Thanks.
Yeah. Best case scenario.
Crag starts breaking down, crying, sobbing. You guys not help me when I ask, and he just starts sobbing in that way. You guys.
Crag, you asked us on a suicide mission. We're not going to follow you there. You got lucky that you came back.
Crag, clearly alive.
You got lucky. We didn't know you were going to come back. We weren't going to follow you.
Did you kill the dragon? Because we still haven't gotten a clear answer on that. Did you actually fight your dragon?
Dragon not there. Other monsters in town, around town, we clean up. But not you. You're not helpful. You're not real friends of Crag. Real friends of Crag would have helped.
Like I was trying to tell you, Crag, we were being friends by trying to keep you from going and committing suicide. You decided not to listen.
Clearly not helpful. If friend asks friend help, friend should do.
That's not how friendship works, Crag.
It's how friends work where Crag comes from. Piggy asked for help, Crag go. Crag
I wouldn't have asked you to try
Crag
to
do it.
Piggy's just gonna give up and wander off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to my room, which has a bed by now, right?
It does indeed. He delivered the bed as promised.
Fuck all this. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, Babs is gonna go start, like, taking books off of shelves and putting them in whatever kind of portable... Getting ready to leave at a moment's notice, since clearly we can't get comfortable here.
Yeah, I mean, you would know one thing, which is that while he might be able to do that, bureaucracy is slow. So even if he decided, I'm just going to take this from them and started that process, it would still take a little while. You're not going to be homeless tomorrow. But yeah, it does seem like you're in a bit of a pickle. Okay,
I'm just saying that there's always steel diplomacy, and you can't get in trouble if you don't get caught.
Murder of a lord, official, or noble. Sentence.
I would just like to point out the fact that you didn't want to steal misshapen vegetables, but you're fine with killing the nobles.
You're willing to kill this dude?
You punch up! Punch up, Sin! Don't punch down!
That was more Sin mentioning that than Babs. Babs is on your side here.
Okay. All right. So, we are going to end there for the evening, but I do have some good news. You level up to 3.
Okay, then.
So, do that in the off time. Assuming you'll get a long rest because you're about to. But we'll do that. If anyone would like to do any shopping, assume you get the 50 gold. If there's anything you want to buy, we can talk about it in the off weeks. There will probably be a little bit more downtime stuff happening, but not much. Most of it will be skipped over, or will be like an actual thing going on, like the scarecrows. But yeah, there we are.
I will be messaging you pretty much immediately after the stream.
Do.
Sean, you do the roll the hit dice, but you get your average if you're lower than average?
Correct. That is my roll for hit dice. You roll it always, but if you roll below average, you just get average.
Not bad.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. So, bump that up to a 5 plus 3, 8.
Shit, yeah, I'll take a 7.
Yep. That is the rule, because then I can be mean to you. And throw a mind flayer at you.
We don't need you to be mean to us.
I like it.
We have plenty of people within our group that'll be mean to us.
No, that's my
steal houses we just got. I spent
and
the
not
whole
help
session
them when they ask them for help.
Yeah, like when we're level 2 and are asked to go kill a dragon. in all fairness, I guess we could have asked Crag what the dragon looks like, and maybe it looked like,
I think we did.
like a tiny lizard or something.
I vaguely
No.
remember that question, but I don't think it got far.
It was an actual dragon. It was a dragon. Like a little dragon, like a big lizard, but like a dragon.
Babs will take out books like this one, the big one, or like the tiny one.
What color was it? I don't even know.
Yay, barkskin.
Oh, I don't get the books with the colors. Those are more expensive.
What color would Crag have seen? Crag would have seen green.
Well, I think I'm gonna start saving up for some kind of hot dog cart or something. Maybe,
Nice.
Pudge, can you make the pizzas, like the little pies, to go? Like, a little smaller? I don't like
You
being
want
under the thumb of the
You want the
man.
pie on stick? Put a stick. It called scarecrow pie.
You're better at wielding the sticks than you were before, I guess.
Hey, I just Google my sticks.
Maybe I'll look into inventing some kind of cotton candy machine.
Hey, look. Pudge, little did you know, has an MBA. He studied it at the monastery, specializing in monkey business.
God damn it.
Ah!
I feel like cotton candy would be right up Pudge's alley, too. It's all sticky and
I regret everything.
pretty colors.
Get this stupid bad Babs out of here.
New and improved Babs.
Get the fucking new hotness in here.
Yay, level 3.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, I gained a proficiency.
Are you gonna take Scarecrow?
Nice.
Hmm?
Are you
No,
gonna take
not
Scarecrow?
that one yet. I might take Scarecrow though.
Cooking?
Hang on. No, I'm reading. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, the quiet part where everybody's leveling up.
I gained
Oh,
performance.
that's right. It's a subclass level, isn't it? Where everyone gets a subclass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What I'm doing has probably changed now.
Gonna multi-class into Paladin?
Yeah. Exactly what I'm doing.
Called it.
Well, I guess technically, if I went with the Kensai, I could take Scarecrow as my Kensai weapon.
Do it.
Is Scarecrow a martial weapon?
Is that the requirement for Kensai?
I think so, yeah.
Hang on.
It's a simpler martial weapon.
I feel like Scarecrow would be a martial weapon.
I mean, if you want to go for using just whatever.
Wait, hang on. Choose 2 types of weapons, 1 melee weapon, 1 ranged weapon. I don't see anything more specific than it's a weapon.
All right, fair enough. You can
Hang
take...
on, wait, can be hang on. Can be any simple or martial weapon that lacks the heavier special properties. I didn't read far enough ahead.
Rip.
Would you say this has a heavier special property?
I mean, no, but it's also not a simpler martial weapon.
I mean, that's all weapons, though.
It's not, though.
It's
Not at all.
It is.
I feel like if you're truly going to do that, you could go Kensai, and I would allow improvised weapons, and then you could get the like tavern brawler feat to be proficient with improvised weapons, and then just pick up whatever.
Go to town.
How much is this worth to me?
It's up to you. But I would allow improvised weapon. to be
Improvised
used
weapon, Scarecrow?
as your you wouldn't even need to specify Scarecrow. You just improvised weapon, and that would be your Kensai weapon. I would allow that.
But Scarecrow would count as improvised. I'm just
Correct. Correct.
making it very clear.
It's not made to be a weapon.
Scarecrow.
Not made to be a weapon.
Scarecrow is the key feature here.
Yeah. Scarecrow's the key here. If we can get him working. Oh my goodness.
I mean, 1d10 damage, that's not bad. Nah, I think I'll stick with my drunken monk idea.
Yeah.
And see that? I gain proficiency with brewer supplies. I'm like 4/5 of the way to being a tavern keeper.
You are.
Now,
You
if
are
only
indeed.
you had our tavern there permanently.
It'll be fine. He's a
I
nice guy.
finally get dark vision. Woot.
More like dork vision.
Oh, got
Nerd.
it! Oh.
Man, you nailed me. Yeah, I get it up to 90 feet now. Woot.
For all those dungeons we've been in.
The sewer I had issue seeing.
Yep.
Yay. I'm no longer a gimp. Comes the dark. So what's everyone's subclass?
I'm still working on that, but I'm looking at Swashbuckler.
Intrigue.
That's good for hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about going College of Valor, putting on some armor.
Yeah, that seems like something
Ooh.
to do.
Yeah. Be right up there with Crag, side by
Mhm.
side.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun.
College of Valor. We got a swashbuckler.
Maybe Swashbuckler. Not sure yet.
Maybe a swashbuckler.
I'm
What
totally
about,
fucking around. I'm not doing Valor. I'm doing literally anything besides Valor.
What about
No,
swords?
Pudgy.
I could take the way of the 4 elements so we have somebody who can create fire.
Don't do that to yourself.
That's really mean to do yourself, I will agree.
And next you're going to say you're going to be a base Beastmaster Ranger or something.
No, I am going Deep Stalker.
Ooh.
Intriguing.
And we did get our 50 gold, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
You got paid by a cat.
Paid by cat.
Yay.
Yeah, that's how it would be delivered. Is the cat would show up with a big bag and would set it on the table, and then would turn around and do the thing cats do when they're in a litter box and they're trying to cover the poop up, and then he would walk away. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop the stream there while we all quietly level up, because I can't imagine that that's very interesting to watch.
Oh yes, because
I
HGTV D&D, that was riveting.
It was pretty riveting. I will say I got a chair, and there was bed purchases and books. Yep.
Yeah. Tune in next week when we figure out if we're going to keep certain walls. Are they load-bearing? Who knows?
Well, it doesn't
Let's
matter
find
for
out
Crag
the
because
fun
he has
way.
known shit. All right, see you next week. Gotta leave that awkward silence in there. Okay, bye.